Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the Get Up and Go Show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. It is 6:07 on the Get Up and Go Show.
Hey, stupid!
I am not stupid. Why are you calling me stupid?
I am physically here, so that's something.
I'm glad you're physically here, okay? It's good that you showed up for work this morning.
This does not strike me as a sexy romantic time, but okay.
Okay, it's not a sexy romantic time either. We're not going to Blind Creek Beach this morning because we're here in the radio studios. Good morning, Miss Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. And no, Monday mornings are usually not sexy and romantic.
No.
Mondays can be kind of frazzled. You know, you got to get organized, got to get everything together that maybe you didn't get together the night before, but hopefully you did.
Yeah, got to get your crap together.
Oi!
Anyway, how was your weekend?
Attended my first Zoom meeting yesterday.
Oh, tell me how that went.
I hope I'm not in trouble with my other workplace because I wore a scary skeleton mask
What?
during the meeting.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, because I'm a funny kind of girl. You know, I have a funny
Okay.
bone.
Did anybody else have a skeleton mask on?
No.
So you didn't want nobody to see your identity. You were kind of like, you were in the witness protection program.
I kind of wanted to be unique, but everybody probably knew it was me anyway because I was sitting attending right next to Gary. So people recognized him not wearing the mask.
Okay.
And then I'm wearing this skeleton mask sitting right next to him on
Now,
the couch.
Was this Zoom meeting for people that just work in your particular location or all over the place?
In just our particular location. I should say locations because we have two of them, one right here in Stuart
Okay.
and one in Palm City.
So how many were in your Zoom meeting yesterday or over the weekend?
How many did I count? I'm going to guesstimate about.
How many of those little squares showed up on your
yeah,
computer?
I'm guessing about 25 to 30. There probably should have been more, but that's about how many people when I was
Wow.
kind of like scrolling through and looking at everybody
Okay.
and, you know, just seeing who was
Like a Brady
attending.
Bunch times 4.
It was cool. I mean,
Okay.
You
You
get-
had no issues with your computer with Zoom?
no,
Okay.
actually, Gary got us in on his he has some new sort of laptop, some kind of gadget that he ordered from Amazon recently. So he got us in and, you know, it was just like he was my knight in shining armor. He got us in and then there was Jackie, our leader, and boom, we were there. And
Mhm.
then we started seeing everybody else.
Oh, cool. It's kind of
Yeah.
neat the way technology works, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I wouldn't mind having that Zoom meeting from now on. We usually attend a meeting maybe every 3 or 4 months, and usually on a Sunday night, right around 7. And
See,
it was,
Bonnie, if you ever can't make it in here to the studio,
yeah,
you can you zoom in to me here and you do the show from your house. If you're not feeling up to driving, or if you're a little under the weather in the morning, or, your car breaks down, you can still do the show right
Sure.
from your home. You've
Sure
got
you
a
can.
computer and you just put a set of earbuds into your machine there and you can hear everything and away you go. It's real simple.
but you know what? Usually at that part of the morning, even when my car breaks down, I'm not going to be sitting in front of a computer on Zoom. At that issue, I'm taking care of my car problems right away.
Well, I don't
yeah.
think at 6 a.m. you could take your car anywhere. I mean, let's say if you go out to your car and it doesn't start at your house, so the garage doesn't open up till 9 or 10.
Yeah.
So you can still do the show
I'm
and then
just
go
saying-
take care of your car.
Yeah, you can. But like if my car,
Your laptop out in the middle of
Absolutely.
US1 and start doing the radio show
And
live
then-
from the bottom of the Stewart Bridge.
well, you got to consider, Evan, even if you're under the weather, if you're sick,
Mhm.
if you have a cold, you're not going to be up to speed to be on a Zoom either. That would be a day where, hey, I'm just sick.
okay.
I'm not going to do the show. I mean,
I'm like the mailman,
that's
rain or
common
shine.
sense.
I'm like the mailman, rain or shine. I'm doing my show.
All right.
Regardless, sick or not, I'll still.
As-
I went and DJ'd a wedding with 105 fever 15 years ago.
What if you? What if,
Obligations.
yeah, but what if you spread like the fever virus onto other members of the wedding while
Well,
you're there?
it's not a first. You can't spread a fever from one person to another. That's feasibly impossible to do.
I mean, if you're getting a cold all of a sudden, you can
No,
sure spread like cold
I stayed
symptoms
I stayed a good distance away from everybody. I was up on a stage and I had an obligation to the bride. I can't leave the bride high and dry and have her no DJ. I couldn't get anybody to fill in for me. So I did the wedding. I was up on the stage. I was a good distance away. I explained to her what was going on and she understood, and I made her day, did the wedding with the flu and 105 fever. And then I went home and sucked down about 8,000 milligrams of vitamin C and did what I needed to do.
Well, it's a good thing that you made it through for, her sake and the wedding's sake. And that's good that you made it through with that. But if I'm under the weather, I'm staying home. I'm just drinking that orange juice, drinking as many liquids I can to flush it right out right away, and not going to work and being contagious.
So besides your Zoom meeting, what else did you do this weekend?
Burlington's.
Oh, you went to the Coat Factory?
I went shopping, and
What'd you get? What'd you score? Let me hear.
I was probably like the only woman in the guys section.
Oh,
I was
not good.
shopping early birthday for Gary, so I can't say the goods that I purchased because I'm sure he's listening right now. Okay. But man, they have a great men's section at Burlington with all sorts of gifts and gadgets.
So you bought some Gary clothes.
I'm not going to say if they were clothes now.
Okay, you bought some Gary items.
Gary items. And I think I was like the only woman in that man's section looking at these items, and other men looking at me like, not wondering what I was doing there. I mean, they probably could see that, I'm shopping for a fella.
Well, that would be like me being in the women's section looking at bras.
Yeah.
If a girl looked at me strange, I would look at her and I'd say, I got man boobs. I need to protect them. I got to support these bad boys.
Yeah.
I would be straightforward like that. That's my personality. You're looking at me. Hey, I'll tell you why I'm there. I got man boobs. I need a bra. Okay. Or I would say something to the effect of, I'm looking for underwear. Okay. I don't like the men, so I'm going to wear ladies.
And if you forgot your mask, you could take the bra and put it like over your face.
Yep. That's it.
But if I saw you buying bras, I wouldn't think it was sort of weird. I think I would.
You wouldn't. You would in the back of your head.
I would try to use common sense and say, I bet he's buying that for a lovely lady, the lovely lady in his life.
I don't know. I think most women would probably look at a guy really super strange if they were in the store buying brasiers for women. That's just. But then again, different strokes for different folks. Some guys like to wear them, and you know what? I'm not against it. It's whatever floats your boat. That's all I got to say.
If I were a guy buying for my girl, I would seriously go and, shop like Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
And because they have all the nice pink items in there, you got the pink perfumes, the nice lotions, the sweatshirts and the sweatpants that say pink on them. And a girl would be delighted with those sort of items, not only lingerie.
Okay.
But all kinds of neat little things you can get for the lady there too.
So we had we celebrated the 21st anniversary. Saturday was an all-day affair with the wedding. I did Christina and Danny's wedding. They had a great time at their wedding. That was at the Mid-Florida Event Center. I actually was in minister mode, so I actually performed their wedding ceremony and I DJ'd their wedding. That was a lot of fun.
The pictures you showed were really nice with the pretty blue colors and the coloring that you did.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had a great time. The staff there, extremely, very, very helpful. Cecilia and Pat were running the show there that day at the Mid-Florida Event Center. Had a great time. Good time had by all. Had our whole DJ and light show and our mirror photo booth and just all sorts of goodies.
Yeah, you spent many hours on that too.
That was an all day event.
All day.
We got there at 9 a.m, didn't get out of there until probably 11:30 at night.
Wow,
it was a long day. It was like a concert setup.
Yeah.
And then Sunday we had the big dinner. Went down to Palm Beach Gardens to a restaurant. I'm not going to name the restaurant, but we went down to a restaurant down in the gardens, and we had dinner with myself, the wife, Gavin, Darren, Delilah, Mark, my daughter Haley, Her twin Dylan could not make it. Hope and Reed, they
That's
were all there.
Big crowd.
Yeah, we had 9 people.
Yeah.
Hence the last name 9. So that was perfect.
That worked out
And
well.
they had a nice big long table set up for us. I couldn't see anybody else near us for at least 20, 30 feet. They put us in a separate area all by ourselves. Restaurant was not busy at all. Had a great little dinner. They took some pictures, got a couple of cards, and it was nice. And, honestly, it was nice to sit down for an hour and a half and not have to worry about thinking about COVID. It just, I said to my wife yesterday on the drive home, I was like, it actually felt normal sitting out and having dinner with the family and not having anxiety, because I was really, I was wondering, I was a little scared to go to the restaurant, but there was no anxiety at all whatsoever.
What a perfect way to celebrate your anniversary, and happy anniversary,
Thanks.
by the way.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
That's it looks like there was a nice time enjoyed by all. And
yeah, we did. We had a great
glad that you were relaxed.
We had a great time. Like I said, I'm not going to mention the restaurant just because I just don't feel like they don't need to be mentioned. Service was good. The food we ordered was good. It wasn't bad. And that was really about it. And then got home and then had a late night consultation with the bride. Didn't get done till almost 10 o'clock. And then I went to bed, fell asleep by about 11, woke up at 2, went back to bed at 2:30, and got back up at like 4:15.
Yeah, I was up at 2 this morning too, and then had a hard time falling asleep. But then I got into a nice dream state right before that alarm went off.
And what were you dreaming about?
It was just dreaming about
dreaming of a white Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a COVID-free Christmas.
Oh, okay.
That's what I dream
about. Oh, that's
about.
not going to happen, as we know.
Yeah.
But how was your dream? Was it good? Was it enticing? Was it interesting? Was it epic? Was it adventurous?
Pleasant with friends.
Oh,
a friendly dream.
A friendly dream with your friends. Oh, okay. Very interesting.
So, kind of like and another thing I did too yesterday was I brought some rum chata.
Rum chata?
Rum chata, and let's see, some really good salted peanuts with sea salt that I found, and a nice sympathy card I brought over to my friends. They lost their dog last week. Cletus I think that Cletus was like 15 years old.
Oh my Lord. That's like a lifetime.
The family dog.
That's like 97 years old in
Yeah.
dog years.
Yeah,
Wow.
He was getting really
That's a long
sick.
time.
And they finally had come to the point, where they had to put their little friend down. And
Right.
I had been like an aunt too to the dog throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was sad occasion for me too.
Oh, okay. All right. It is 6:20 on the Columbus Day edition of the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie. Let's head on over to the news desk where Bonnie is standing by. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning to you, Evan. An unmanned boat circled out of control Friday in the St. Lucie River before smashing into 2 docks and going airborne. WPTV's Derek Lowe spoke with witnesses.
A renter here vacationing says that he saw the boat circling numerous times before it headed straight for this dock at nearly full speed.
So it just ran over one dock, hit another, and it's on the beach now.
In this video taken by the Martin County Sheriff's Office, you can see the unoccupied boat heading straight for the dock. The occupants told deputies that after being ejected, they had to duck several times to avoid the circling vessel. Don Hamilton says he's visiting Stewart from out of state and saw the boat hit the concrete dock at a high rate of speed.
It was quite loud, and as soon as it did hit and get up, and as the engine was coming across, I was worried about the prop coming off, and I kind of ducked at that moment.
The boat was towed away Friday night, and none of the 3 passengers that were ejected suffered any serious injuries. Reporting in Stewart, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office are investigating 2 separate shootings that occurred over the weekend in Port St. Lucie. WPTV's John Shaman has more.
The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office investigating 2 weekend shootings at neighboring businesses that injured at least 5 people. Overnight around 1:40 in the morning, deputies were called out to the Backroom Tavern on US 1. 3 people were taken for treatment by private vehicles. Investigators say a rap concert was wrapping up at the venue. The second incident was early Saturday about 2 a.m. outside Body Talk Sports Bar. 1 person taken by ambulance to the hospital, a second taken by private car. Now, investigators say the shootings don't appear related. If you have any information, contact Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers.
President Trump is back in Central Florida tonight, making good on a rally he had to cancel after being diagnosed with coronavirus. The president will fly into Orlando Sanford International Airport for a 90-minute event that starts at 7 tonight. Florida and its 29 electoral votes are a must-win for the president if he wants to win 4 more years in office. Flooding became an issue for many across the Treasure Coast this past weekend.
In the Hope Heights neighborhood, water is still being pumped out from recent rains. This comes as the Treasure Coast prepares for more storms this weekend. Martin County officials say they are doing their best to clean debris and manage pump stations to allow for more flood control ahead of potential storms. In the Hope Heights neighborhood, residents say they're taking it upon themselves to shield their homes.
I have sandbags ready. We're ready because I know what I went through the first time. We almost had it up the water up to the door last time. This time, I don't know.
And Cram says that the water from the flooded septic tanks has started to settle in his front yard and that he wants the county to test it for toxicity. Reporting in Hope Sound, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
Not long after Air Force One leaves Florida, President Trump's Democratic rival will be coming to the Sunshine State. Former Vice President Joe Biden will be in South Florida campaigning in Pembroke Pines and Miramar. The campaign says he'll talk about his vision for older Americans and he'll encourage people to make a plan to vote. While Joe Biden returns to Florida, Senator Rick Scott says there's not a lot of excitement for his campaign.
There's no grassroots on the Democrat side. I don't see signs. I don't see anybody out campaigning. There's nobody out on the Joe Biden side. So I think Trump's going to have actually a really nice win in Florida.
Real Clear Politics poll gives Biden an average 4-point lead in Florida, but Scott says those same polls predicted he'd lose his campaigns, and he says they were wrong 3 times. Lastly, a data dump is skewing the latest coronavirus numbers in Florida. On Sunday, the state reported 5,570 new cases and 178 more fatalities. No numbers were released on Saturday. The Los Angeles Lakers are the NBA champions. They defeated the Miami Heat last night, 106-93 for their 17th NBA title, tying the Boston Celtics for the most in league history. Our news time is 6:24. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
.625 on the Columbus Day edition of the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. It's all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, the roads are fine on a Monday morning, all looking clear on major highways right now, including Martin and St. Lucie counties. It's looking like a nice ride if you're heading out to work. There's your latest look at traffic. Right now, it is 76 in Stewart, partly cloudy, and in Kent, Ohio this morning, 58. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Monday, my sunshine, starting off the day in the mid-70s. Patchy fog possible with a couple of spotty showers. This afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 80s, isolated storms through the afternoon, and scattered showers and storms this evening, clearing conditions around 8, 9 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, starting off the day in the upper 60s, highs tomorrow in the upper 80s with less humidity, mostly sunny skies and low rain chances. Drier air continuing to move through Thursday. We'll see mostly sunny skies with low rain chances, highs in the mid to upper 80s with less humidity. Friday, another front moves down the state, scattered showers and storms on Friday, drier conditions by the weekend. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
You know what day it is today? Today's Monday.
So, Columbus Day.
Yeah, what about it?
What are you guys doing?
Celebrating Columbus Day.
What's your policy on Columbus Day?
We were. Columbus Day. Thoughts?
Columbus Day is a day of Italian pride.
Celebrating?
Yeah. Well, I'm just working.
You are Columbus and I am America. Discover me.
Let the show begin.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Let the show begin. It's the Columbus Day edition of the program. It's a Monday. Bonnie, what are you doing for Columbus Day?
I don't know, nothing really special, or, I don't plan anything. I suppose I could make maybe like an Italian dish, a large lasagna or something like that.
Do you know the meaning of Columbus Day?
The meaning of Columbus Day.
Yes.
Tell me the meaning, Evan.
I don't know. That's why I asked you. I have no idea.
Christopher Columbus.
I failed American history in high school.
Well, he sailed the ocean blue, and he sailed on the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Right.
And then he was Italian. However, I think he was hired, if I'm not mistaken, by Spain to sail and discover, and he came over here and discovered America.
Okay.
That I just rattle off the top of my head.
I wonder if the banks are
apologize
open.
if I'm not accurate.
I wonder if the banks are open or any businesses are open today.
I doubt it. I bet they do have a day off for Columbus
I should have
Day.
asked my oldest son last night at the dinner table if the banks are open today. Would have loved to have found that out.
Yeah, he should know, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he
What
at the
time
bank?
is it? 6:31. They're sleeping right now. I
Yeah.
should call them and wake them up.
There's a little gentleman, not a little gentleman, a fine gentleman, I should say, at Wells Fargo who listens to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And who's that? What's his name?
I never look at his name tag. I just
No?
know he's sometimes he's my teller from time to time, and
He does fortune telling?
he looked
The fortune teller? Oh,
I would
didn't
love
know
it.
they offered that feature at Wells Fargo.
I'd love it if they could do that too at the
Okay.
bank and tell your fortune is that you have an extra $1,000.
I'm going to go through the
bank
drive-through
account.
of a bank one day and just play totally stupid. And I'm going to say to the person on the other side, I'm going to say, oh, you're the bank teller. Okay. Can you read my fortune, please? And just to see what they say. And they say, well, I can't do that. I'm a bank teller. I'm like, okay, well, a teller is, a fortune teller. You're a fortune teller. You've got fortunes of money in the bank. So why can't you, read my fortune? Tell me you're a fortune teller.
And hopefully the fortune would be good money-wise, so Good
Yeah.
Time Evan would not have the blues.
Yeah, I'm just going to totally play with them on the other side. See, I would do, that's just my personality.
But this young gentleman, he must have looked at when I was with my paycheck, my pay stub, and he asked me, "Are you Bonnie from WSTU?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, that's me."
Wow, you're a celebrity.
But it was just once in a while I get that. Oh, I had a gentleman on my table too, not too long ago.
You had a guy on your table
as a client as a client.
Oh, that kind of table.
Massage.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, you had somebody on the dinner table. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we were playing Operation.
I'm sure you were.
No.
Okay. Remember that game as a child?
I do.
Right? You take the little tweezers and you got to go in and pick out the little body part.
Yeah.
You get too close and the buzzer goes off and the red nose lights up.
I loved it when the red nose lit up.
I'm sure
I
you
always
did.
loved that part. And
I'm sure you did.
and this gentleman was on my massage table, and just by talking, he goes, "Are you Bonnie from WSTU?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's me. So that happens time to time too when
Really?
somebody does come in for a massage and will recognize me just by my voice.
Wow.
And he was even afraid to ask. He goes, "I don't mean to ask and I don't mean to pry, but are you?" I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Oh, wow.
Now, hopefully I give a good massage.
So you're a celebrity now. Wow. You should be giving autographs out.
I guess we're both kind of celebrities
Oh.
in a little certain sort of way.
You're a celebrity in your field and I'm a celebrity in my field. But yeah, you'll be signing autographs pretty soon. Then you're going to need an agent and you'll have to start charging for autographs and all that other good stuff.
I don't stink so.
Let's do some viral videos. There's a video recently that's been racking up a whole lot of hits on Twitter. It's a battle between a robot beetle and a real beetle, and one of them clearly wins. By the way, the robot beetle is bigger and much more aggressive. There is no audio for this video, so I can't play the audio, but if you watch it, you'll see that the robot beetle is attacking the little live beetle.
Very aggressively.
Yeah, very aggressively. And then it just hops on top and falls over, and it's like, it's crazy.
It looks like the little live beetle actually won that one, where the robot beetle came aggressively on top at first,
Yeah.
but then the beetle just kind of like kicks him over him and moves him over the edge.
There's
So-
another video that's out there that's gone viral, has to do with a little puppy, a little dog. Somebody described this video as, quote, a dog that's cursed with the howl of a man trapped inside its body. I don't know. Let's listen in and judge. That's a dog. It just goes on and on, nonstop. This poor girl, she's shaking her head like, what did I get myself into?
Did that sound like a dog to you, or did that sound like there was a person in the belly of that dog?
No, that was a real dog.
It sounded, there
That was a
were
real dog.
certain parts of that where it sounded like a guy,
Mhm.
like a guy, trying to haunt her house or something.
Yeah.
It sort of reminded me of which we watched the movie. We were watching the movie the other night. It kind of reminded me of The Exorcist.
Oh, excuse me.
And when the sounds,
I had nightmares watching that movie.
when those sounds started coming out of Raven like that, and they would overrun the house, and the mother was just getting so worried, and the noises coming out of her, that's eerie. That kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, I had nightmares after I watched that.
Yeah, that one,
definitely was not good.
that one will you won't rest too easily after
That'll make
watching.
the hairs on your back stand up if you have any.
Yeah, it's weird to think that it was Mickey, the guy that played Rocky's coach.
Yeah.
That was actually the voice behind The Exorcist. When
Really?
she spoke, it was Mickey's voice.
Well, that's Burgess Meredith.
Yes, it is.
That's the Penguin on Batman.
Yeah, he was the voice behind Raven in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's fascinating. And when they filmed it, the producers of it wanted to get such a real effect of the place being eerie.
Mhm.
They wanted their actors and actresses to look somewhat uncomfortable, so they filmed most of the movie in a house that they kept like at a temperature of something like 20 below zero.
Oh wow.
So when you saw the kind of like the breath, the white breath coming out of their mouth,
Right.
it was really from a real effect because the house was really that cold.
Wow.
That they kept
You
it.
ever watch the show Seinfeld by any chance?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so you remember Newman, Jerry's arch enemy on Seinfeld?
Yeah.
He was a mail carrier and he was played by actor Wayne Knight. Well, Wayne put the uniform back on to star in a funny political ad that calls out the government for trying to slow down the mail. And this ad has now gone viral. Let's listen.
The following is a message from your friendly local mail carrier.
About 2.5 minutes long.
Hello, zip codes. And you plus fours, you know who you are. According to this month-old issue of Dr. Roberta Greenberg's Time Magazine subscription, there's been a systematic, premeditated assault on the U.S. mail by President Trump and his so-called Postmaster General. That guy's never even licked a stamp. They've had the unmitigated gall to try to slow down the mail, when everybody knows that the only person who can slow down the mail is a mailman. They've shortened working hours. They got missing mailboxes. They're decommissioning sweet sorting machines to try to delay voting by mail. And it's not just your mail-in ballots you got to worry about. Oh, no. You got to worry about your grandma's blood pressure medicine.
That's him taking a bite of a
Social
turkey leg.
security check, military benefits, and millions of Crate and Barrel catalogs. They're just piling and piling and piling up. They're not getting delivered anywhere. It's a disaster. When the mail stops, the world stops. Look, I'm not a political person. Last time I voted was for Flavor of the Month at Baskin Robbins. A ticket from me, a postman. If you want to vote early in person, do it. You want to vote from home? Apply for your ballot and get it in as soon as possible. My brothers and sisters and I in blue will do our solemn best to make sure your ballot is delivered. As mandated by the U.S. Constitution. Article 1, Section 8, Clause, what the hell clause was it?
There's two guys behind him stealing a mailbox where the ballots were supposed to go in.
You picked the wrong government employees to mess with. All right, Donnie. You know those tax returns? The ones you don't want anyone seeing? You should never have mailed those.
Now he's eating a chocolate chip cookie.
Sweet.
Then he puts his mask back on.
Yeah.
Good day.
Good day. That was good. I like
Yeah.
that. That was a really good parody there. That was very good.
He talked about sending in that mail-in vote, which reminds me, I can't believe it's just a week out that we'll be able to vote early. We are October 12th today. I think that early voting, you can go on already starting on the 19th.
Yeah.
Uh,
We did mail-in.
Yep.
I just haven't in the mail yet because I want to personally hand deliver mine to the poll location.
Yep,
they'll
that's
have
good.
they'll have a box there, and you can literally drive up and just drop it right in the box.
That's good because you know that it's getting in there.
You don't even
then.
have to get
Solid.
out of your. You don't even have to get out of your vehicle.
I like it. I still got to get in touch with Joe Katchenbaum too. He was going to send me some amendments, the amendments that I can read before I go in and vote. You know, just to kind of.
If you go online and you can Google a sample ballot, Bonnie, you'll see all the amendments right there.
Excellent. Yeah, I like to pre-read those definitely before I get into the booth because of, you know, they just sometimes the way they're written, they're just kind of like they're confusing, and you know, I always want to go in that voting booth knowing that I did my homework and, you know, knowing what I'm voting on is accurate.
Right, exactly. Well, you have to know and make sure it's accurate.
Well, I mean, I want to know what I'm doing before I go in the voting booth. I don't want to be like sitting there and reading the amendments for the first time while I'm in there. I just kind of like want to do my homework, have them written down, and that way I can, you know, get in and out of there.
And just be done with it
more quickly too.
Be done with it. Bada bing, bada boom.
And be informed.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Very important.
That makes sense. I guess from the way I'm looking at things, schools are open today, I would think, even though it's Columbus Day, I think. Just because I'm watching on my cameras at home, and I think Gavin just left for school. I know he's not working today.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, he probably worked yesterday with you too. Did he work all day with you? I thought maybe Gavin came out with you.
No, that was on Saturday.
Okay. Oh,
Saturday.
right, Saturday.
Yeah, that was Saturday. He did the wedding with me.
Yeah.
Did you know 29% of us say socializing leads to stress during the holiday season? Socializing leads to stress during the holiday season.
I think maybe the company parties might be a little more stressful for me anyway than, you know, like doing it with the relatives at home or seeing relatives. When you got to, you know, dress up and you want to dress right and, you know, go to that holiday party and you don't want anybody to see you double dipping.
No.
I just find those that to be maybe a wee bit stressful.
Yeah, I would say so. Did you know a survey found that 15% of breakups can be directly traced to the mother-in-law or the boyfriend's mother? Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's just like, you know, because moms are going to be that way. You know, they're just naturally going to be protective of their boys.
Okay. Here's a very interesting stat, Bonnie. Okay. I'd love to get your thoughts on this one. The top 6 foods that make you excrete gas, we'll say, or better yet, we'll just be very blunt and say fart. Okay, the top 6 foods that make you fart
is beans number 1.
Beans is number 1.
I guessed it too soon.
Yep. Corn is number 2.
Ah.
Corn does not do good in the digestive system, so it comes out in the same form that the way it went in. Don't ask me why. It's just the way it is. Bell peppers comes in at number 3.
Okay.
Cauliflower at number 4. Cabbage
at
number 5.
Broccoli is in there? Is
No,
broccoli?
no.
Oh,
And
I'm
number 6
surprised.
is milk. That's the top 6 foods that make you fart.
And you know what? I love them all. I'm not going to stop eating any of them.
If you eat all 6 of those, I wouldn't want to walk in your house, especially if you're eating all 6 at one time.
Yeah, having all 6 in a day.
Be a lean, mean fart machine.
Well, let's see. You could do that probably on Thanksgiving. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
You got your veggie tray with the cauliflower.
that's true.
You got the milk.
Yeah.
You also have the corn. You might be, you know, serving cream corn.
Mhm.
Delicious too.
34% of adults tip for babysitting. That's a very interesting fact. 34% of adults tip for babysitting. You should
Okay.
tip your babysitter. It is a service, just like you go to the restaurant and you tip your waiter or waitress. Well, you should tip your babysitter. Did you know that the number 1 chore that people hate the most is cleaning the kitchen oven? Now, here's
Ooh.
my thought. Okay. I clean my kitchen oven about once a month, but I don't do a damn thing. I just push a button and it's self-cleaning.
It's self-cleaning.
I don't even have
Yeah.
to spray anything in it. And do you know how that works, Bonnie? How an oven self-cleans? Do you have one at your house?
I think our oven is self-cleaning.
You ever done it?
I've never thought about it. I've usually sprayed before. I've sprayed in the past.
Okay. The temperature of the oven gets so hot. Okay, so hot that what it does, it literally burns off all the crap that's inside the oven. that spilt over and stained the inside of the oven.
Yeah.
And then it disintegrates it all in the oven as well. So when it's all done, I mean, it gets the oven gets so hot you can't even touch the door.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. And then when it's done, it cools down.
Yeah.
And you open the door and your oven is like brand new.
Does it now when it the stuff disintegrates, does it fall to a tray on the bottom or something?
Nope, not at all.
It just it gets so hot that it
just disintegrates in the oven.
Oh,
just
really?
Completely disintegrates in the oven.
I got to check if my oven is self-cleaning. You know, I should know that. It's a fairly new oven, so I'm considering that it does have the self-cleaning on it.
Exactly. So that's that on self-cleaning ovens.
And I would agree with the high percentage number that, those that say that's the worst chore to do. I would consider that too.
Lastly, did you know that a 25-year-old is 3 times more likely to have children compared to a 35-year-old?
Yes. Oh, yeah. My mom had me at, I think she was like age 36. Maybe?
I was 30 when I had Darren.
Were you?
Yeah, because I'm 60 now and he's 30.
Yep.
Yep,
and
30 years old.
My,
and then 32 when I had the twins.
My father would have been 40 when I was born.
Really?
Yeah.
40 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. My parents, my dad was, let me think for a minute. My dad was born in 1920. I was born in 1960. So my father was 40 years old when he had me.
When he
didn't have me, but I mean, he became a father.
That's very cool. We have something in common like that then.
Really?
How old was your mother when she bore you as a son?
She was born in 1923.
Wow.
So she was, what did I say? My dad was 40?
Maybe she was mid-30s, possibly?
37.
37?
Yeah, she was 37.
That's right around...
But my mother had a few miscarriages before me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So they made a few other tries, and here I am, 60 years later.
Oh, boy.
Still doing my thing.
Do you know that my sister-in-law comes from a family of 13 children?
Oh, geez.
And there are 3...
I wouldn't want the milk bill on that one.
Yeah, there are 3 sets of twins in her family. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
By one set of parents.
3 sets of twins by one set of parents?
Yeah. 13
Are
kids.
you serious?
I am serious.
Ouch.
3 sets of twins.
Ouch.
It's true.
If that lady gave birth naturally, that's painful.
Yeah.
That's painful.
And my sister-in-law is, she's no baby. She's a very mature, nice lady, but she is the baby of that family.
I'm cringing about that right now, crossing my legs, saying, God, thank God I don't give birth. 6:49. Let's go to the news desk. Once again, here's Bonnie.
Thank you, Evan. Flooding became an issue for many across the Treasure Coast this past weekend. WPTV's Derek Lowe has details.
In the Hope Heights neighborhood, water is still being pumped out from recent rains. This comes as the Treasure Coast prepares for more storms this weekend. Martin County officials say they are doing their best to clean debris and manage pump stations to allow for more flood control ahead of potential storms. In the Hope Heights neighborhood, residents say they're taking it upon themselves to shield their homes.
I have sandbags ready. We're ready because I know what I went through the first time. We almost had it up the water up to the door last time. This time, I don't know.
And Cram says that the water from the flooded septic tanks has started to settle in his front yard and that he wants the county to test it for toxicity. Reporting in Hope Sound, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
President Trump is back in Central Florida tonight, making good on a rally he had to cancel after being diagnosed with coronavirus. The president will fly into Orlando Sanford International Airport for a 90-minute event that starts at 7 tonight. Florida and its 29 electoral votes are a must-win for the president if he wants to win 4 more years in office. The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office are investigating 2 separate shootings that occurred over the weekend in Port St. Lucie. WPTV's John Shaman has more.
The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office investigating 2 weekend shootings at neighboring businesses that injured at least 5 people. Overnight around 1:40 in the morning, deputies were called out to the Backroom Tavern on US 1. 3 people were taken for treatment by private vehicles. Investigators say a rap concert was wrapping up at the venue. The second incident was early Saturday about 2 a.m. outside Body Talk Sports Bar. 1 person taken by ambulance to the hospital, a second taken by private car. Now, investigators say the shootings don't appear related. If you have any information, contact Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers.
And the Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers phone number is 1-800-273-8477. That's 1-800-273-TIPS. With the election less than a month away, Barry University's Dr. Sean Foreman says she can expect a contentious 4 days.
We can go back to Clarence Thomas, and we can think about more recently Brett Kavanaugh. And we can expect that Amy Coney Barrett will have a similar rough road.
She's expected to be questioned about a wide range of topics from abortion to the Obamacare case still pending before the High Court. And lastly, more than 20 Haitians are being kept out of the U.S. after the Coast Guard and Customs and Border Protection stopped a boat full of migrants. A 25-foot boat with 25 people on board was stopped Friday 10 miles east of Palm Beach. 2 Bahamian smuggling suspects were detained. Here's a rundown of those NFL scores. Carolina beating Atlanta yesterday 23-16. And can you believe it? Kansas City taking their first loss to Las Vegas. Las Vegas beat them by 40-32. We have Pittsburgh beating Philadelphia 38-29. It was 30-10 the Rams over Washington. Baltimore just whipped Cincinnati 27-3. We had Houston over Jacksonville 30-10. And Miami, hooray Miami over San Francisco. What a win at San Francisco, 43-17. Go Dolphins. Dallas win over the New York Giants, 37-34. Cleveland beats the Colts, 32-23. Go Cleveland. And Seattle over Minnesota. Seattle now has 5 wins. They beat Minnesota 27-26. Our news time is 6:53. Weather and traffic together are next.
$6:54 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, we're seeing just one accident. It's to the south of us, to northbound on the Turnpike at Palm Beach Gardens without any roadblock. And right here on the Treasure Coast, no accidents. We're not seeing tie-ups right now. There's our latest look at traffic. And in Port St. Lucie, it's 75. In Otaru, Japan, it's 64 and cloudy. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Monday, my sunshine. Starting off the day in the mid-70s, patchy fog possible with a couple of spotty showers. This afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 80s, isolated storms through the afternoon, and scattered showers and storms this evening, clearing conditions around 8, 9 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, starting off the day in the upper 60s, highs tomorrow in the upper 80s with less humidity, mostly sunny skies and low rain chances. Drier air continuing to move through Thursday. We'll see mostly sunny skies with low rain chances, highs in the mid to upper 80s with less humidity. Friday, another front moves down the state, scattered showers and storms on Friday, drier conditions by the weekend. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
Coming up on 7 a.m. right here at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. Don't go anywhere. The news is coming up next. And then hour number 2 of the Get Up and Go show, the Columbus Day version, will be right back.
Coming to you live from Seward, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. Show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Madam Announcer. It's 7:07 right here on the Get Up and Go show.
You're the most amazing guy.
I know I'm amazing, but that's besides the point.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's right. You better believe it. What'd you say again?
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's right. I am an amazing guy.
You're a big man.
That's right. I am a big man as well. You know whose voice that was, Bonnie?
Let me
Listen
see.
again.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, baby.
You know whose voice that is?
Was that Rachel's voice and
No.
like made the sound a little bit?
No. Listen again.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Was
You
it
can't figure that out?
Megan McRoberts?
No.
Altered a little bit?
No, here's the same voice saying something else.
You're a big man.
I'm a big man. That's my 3-year-old grandson, Ashton.
Oh, how sweet.
I had him in my studio yesterday at the house,
Oh, boy.
and I recorded a couple little things with him.
That you must have had a good time. I bet he had a good time doing it.
Yeah.
Playing a little bit radio with Granddad.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's right. We had a great time, didn't we, Ashton?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's really precious.
That's right. That's right. Got him started early.
You're a big man.
That's right. I'm a big man, he said.
Those are the kind of recordings you just got to hold on to
Yeah.
like forever.
Yeah, we had fun with him yesterday. We did. They were over yesterday, Darren and Delilah and Ashton. We went out, got some lunch for everybody. Delilah came over, my daughter-in-law, and she sat down with my wife in my wife's office, and they completely, and I mean completely, gutted my wife's office. It looks brand new.
Oh, right.
Delilah is amazing. She loves organizing things. So if you know anybody out there in Radio Land that needs anything organized, she'll come and organize all your stuff for you for a fee, of course.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
She's like a professional organizer
I know
amongst her other titles of mommy.
And you know, organizers
wife.
are needed. I
Yeah.
mean, seriously, you have your garage get so disheveled,
Yep.
and you know, it's like seriously, you know, you should throw stuff away. And where do I put items, and in what corner do I put this item?
Yeah.
But when you have an organizer doing it, I think the organizer just kind of like tosses those unneeded items away.
Yeah, every time Delilah tossed something away, Ashton would always say,
Oh, yeah, baby.
that's right. Every time something got thrown in the garbage,
Oh, yeah, baby.
that's it.
I'm proud of myself because I did unload my RAV4 this weekend of my Goodwill stuff.
Oh,
So I brought all these items to I didn't bring them to Goodwill. I brought them to another thrift store that I go to once in a while, and
okay.
just unloaded. Just brought bags of things in
You
there.
unloaded a bunch of crap.
I did.
Is what you did.
Yeah, but my crap might be gold to somebody else. So
Well, one man's junk could be another man's fortune, as they
treasure,
say.
that is for sure.
All right, let's do some birthdays, anniversaries back in the day.
News on the radio. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's right. God, I love that kid so much. I never thought in a million years, I could love a grandchild so much.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's right.
I know how that is because, like, I see my brother and my sister-in-law with their grandsons and their granddaughters, and there's just like pure love there. And it's a joy when they come over to visit.
It is. There's so much love there, and they look at you and he tells you,
You're a big man.
that's right, I'm a big man. I hope I'm a big man.
He's
Boy.
going to remember you as a very big man.
Yeah, definitely so. Josh, first of all, before we get into birthdays, anniversaries, what do you got for me this morning, Bonnie?
Nobody's birthday that I
Nope.
wish. Nope.
Okay.
Birthdays up in happy baby shower. Happy baby on the way to my girlfriend's daughter. And we're attending her baby shower this coming Saturday.
Is it? All right. So can we call them on Friday and wish them a happy baby shower?
Maybe.
Give me
maybe
a phone
so.
number.
Okay.
Give me a phone number. We'll call them at 706.
We could try that.
All right. That'll work.
Her name is Caitlin.
Caitlin. All right. We're going to call Caitlin on Friday.
Yeah.
Josh Hutcherson, 28 years old. That's PETA in the Hunger Games. Tyler Blackburn, 34. That's Caleb on Pretty Little Liars. Tony Cavallero, 37 years old today. That's the dude who got Blackjack's role in School of Rock TV series. Marko Jeric is 42. That's Serbian ex-NBA player who used to date Adriana Lima. Marion Jones is 45. That's a track and field athlete. Kirk Cameron. Remember Kirk Cameron, don't you, Bonnie?
Yeah, I love
50 years
him.
old today. That was Mike Seaver on Growing Pains.
50 today?
50 years old today.
Yeah, he has that curly hair. Like,
Yeah.
curly hair, you just want to stick your fingers and go.
From the
"Ooh."
Chicks. The Chicks.
Not the Dixie
No,
Chicks.
that's why I said the Chicks.
Yes.
Marty McGuire, 51 years old today.
Marty McGuire. Oh, those girls are nearing 50, huh?
Yeah,
In
they
their
are.
50s?
Well, 51. Marty
Yep.
McGuire's 51. Hugh Jackman is 52.
Oh, that's
Hugh Jackman.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine, yeah.
Yep. Carlos Bernard, 58. That's Tony Almeida on 24. Hiroyuki Sanada. Hope I said that right. Hiroyuki Sanada.
That sounds right.
60 years old today. That's Doggin on Lost. Lynn Shane, 77. That's Elise in the Insidious movies. Sam Moore, 85 years old today. Hall of Famer, R&B legend. And the Sam of Sam and Dave. He's 85 years old today.
85. Oh,
Yep.
I got to look them up. I'm trying to remember the ballad.
The
that
mega
they-
hit, Soul
yeah.
Man, long before the Blues Brothers made it popular again.
Okay.
Dick Gregory celebrating a birthday in the heavens. Luciano Pavarotti celebrating a birthday in the heavens as well.
Oh, Sam Moore also did Rainy Night in Georgia.
Mm,
I guess he did that. And You Are So Beautiful and I Can't Stand the Rain.
okay. All right. You know, today is National Kick Butt Day.
It is.
It's National Kick Butt Day.
Is that like a new game that people are playing?
Couldn't tell you.
Kick butt or
Couldn't tell you, but I just know that it's National Kick Butt Day. And of course, today is Columbus Day.
I used to like kickball when I was
Okay.
a kid.
Okay.
Kickball was seriously, I'd like
Really?
to kick butt and kickball.
Really?
Yeah.
So you used to love kicking balls.
Oh yeah, we played it in the gym. You know,
Oh.
we had those big
How
red.
big were the balls that you kicked?
The balls were like pretty awesome size.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How
You remember
big?
and they were bouncy balls.
Really? Wow. Okay.
I just remember.
So you kicked big bouncy balls.
Yeah, but I remember I almost broke my thumb. I remember this kid kicked a ball coming my way,
Okay.
and I tried to catch it, and my thumb, Evan, went like straight back.
Were the
with that
balls
action.
light or dark that you kicked?
They were like they were kind of like that darkish red.
Oh, okay.
You remember those
Okay.
rubber kind of heavy duty balls we
Okay.
kicked around in the gym?
Okay.
I think you remember those.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Nothing like kicking a set of dark red balls around the gym.
No, nothing like it.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Hey, it's exhilarating when you get to do that, right? Take your anger out.
Yeah.
Just kick balls around.
Get to run around, and
There you
I
go.
loved floor hockey too. That was another sport I
Oh,
loved.
you know, people when they kiss, they play tonsil hockey.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, you never heard of that?
I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's called tonsil hockey. Tonsil hockey. There you go.
Oh, I learned
So
something
people
new.
kiss. Yeah.
That's how
Yeah,
the
tonsil hockey.
young ones catch mono. No.
Yeah, exactly. They catch more than mono, trust me. So all you got to do is combine the kicking of the balls and a little tonsil hockey, and you got a very strange
Oh
relationship.
yeah, and spin the bottle.
Yeah, spin the bottle or 7 minutes in heaven. Remember that one?
I think you, or was it Mike Thomas that told me about that? No, maybe you told me about that.
Yeah, spin the bottle
7
was a great game back in the day.
Yeah, or the 7 minutes.
Maybe
in
we'll get a bunch of
heaven.
people in here and we'll play spin the bottle. There you go. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
Sure.
then Taryn Krista will tell us to grow up again.
Yes, and put a mask on.
When we were playing Bamboozled off air, she said, "You guys better grow up."
I know, exactly.
It's all good.
It was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot
Yeah.
of fun. 49 years ago today, Jesus Christ Superstar opened up on Broadway. Did you ever see the movie Jesus Christ Superstar? Amazing, amazing production.
You know what? Evan, honestly, I've never watched it in full. I don't think I've ever watched it in full.
You should watch it. It's a really super, super good movie.
Do they have, is that where the song comes, The Age of Aquarius and
Yes.
the dawning and all that?
Yeah.
And which is one of my least favorite songs.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean to,
You're just a downer today.
I don't mean to be that way, but
Jeez.
it's just like Gary even goes, Bonnie, I can't believe you don't like this song.
Okay. All right. Well, with that said, it's time to give out the Genius Award, Bonnie. We're going to give out a Genius Award. And the way it's going to work is I'm going to open up the phones right now, and have listeners nominate either themselves for the Genius Award for something that they've done that's really dumb, or if they witnessed stupidity or had a friend that did something completely outrageous. Okay, have you ever had that done? Have you ever, who would you nominate for a Genius Award? Let me ask you that while we're waiting for the phones
For a
phone
Genius
calls come in.
Award.
Yeah, this is where you nominate somebody for either stupidity, you've witnessed stupidity, or you've had a friend do something outrageous, or even yourself.
The Genius Award would be going to my Gary because he is very smart.
Okay. And that's who you would give the Genius Award to.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's take a few calls right now. Hi, you're on the air with Evan and Bonnie, and tell us about who you would nominate for the Genius Award.
This is Jackie. No, but I would like to nominate my sister. Well,
Okay.
she was out drinking one night, and
All right.
she was staying at my house, and I was cleaning out some plastic drawers that I had, and she came in, and she was in heels and a short dress. I said, "Let me move this for you so you
Okay.
don't fall over it."
All right.
I can step over this. I'm not gonna fall. And she stepped right in it,
Oh my gosh.
in the drawer, and it went out from under, and she took a face plant right into my hardwood floors.
Ouch.
So she had this great big knot on her forehead, and she's sitting on the floor. Oh, my head. Oh, my head. The next day, I take her over to her daughter's house, and she
Okay.
hands her this Magnum bottle of wine.
Oh my.
And she says, "You take this. We're not going to drink it." So we get in my car, and she went to put it in the back seat, and it bounced off the seat and came back and cracked her in the eye, and she ended up with a
Oh,
huge
my.
lump on the same side of her face, and she ended up with a black eye.
Oh wow. Ouch.
I laughed so hard I can't help but tell that story every chance I get.
That was painful.
It was the funniest thing. I wish I would have had my phone going. I'd be $100,000 richer today.
Wow. That's incredible that happened.
Your sister's
Wow.
a little bit accident prone.
Yeah, I
yes.
would say so. Let's take another call. Hi, you're on the air with Evan and Bonnie.
This is Chris, myself. I got cut off on Interstate 80 and flipped the individual off. 45
What?
minutes later, I get a call. It's an undercover cop.
Oh no.
I am support blue. I've been a 911 dispatcher, everything. I had no idea. She cut
Okay.
me off. I flipped her off.
Okay.
She said, "Come in, sign a citation." I asked her why she didn't pull me over.
Oh,
She
my.
said the interstate was too busy. And so I didn't go in, sign citation. 2 months later, had a warrant. Got quarantined in my house because I didn't want to leave and get pulled over because I worked with a police station.
Oh my.
Went to court, paid a lawyer, took the 8-hour stop class, and ended up being dropped, or I guess no points added to my license, but had to get arrested. Was the only one in the class in the 8-hour stop class that got arrested. So keep that finger down, I guess. That's what I learned.
Wow. She used the middle finger.
Sometimes,
And that got her arrested.
Sometimes the bird isn't the word.
Wow.
Or the
All
right
right.
word to use.
That's crazy. Let's take one more call. Hi, you're on the air with Evan and Bonnie.
This is Mac. No, I want to nominate my mother-in-law.
Oh, that's
okay,
not good.
so literally just like 2 minutes ago, I'm dropping her off for an appointment, and she's trying to get out of my truck, and she can't get herself out of the seat, and she's grabbing the handle and everything.
Okay.
And she's like, "I can't get myself moving." I said, "You want to take your seatbelt off?"
Oh my! It's nothing like. Thanks for the call, Mac. Wow, that nothing like throwing your mother-in-law under the bus. Wow. Have you ever had a moment, Bonnie? Any kind of moment in your life that you've done something that you just and then you just like question what you did? Has that ever happened to you?
I remember riding to a movie with my mother-in-law at the time.
Okay.
Susan, R.I.P. Susan. God bless your heart and soul. But we we were on St. Lucie West Boulevard,
Mhm.
going out to AMC together, and she was driving.
Right.
And we're at the stoplight, and I have my hand like out the window of
Mhm.
an open window, and she starts like rolling it up. She rolls it up really fast, and I
Right.
whip my hand out.
Really?
And she turns and gives me like this scary laugh, like, did
Oh,
I
my.
scare you? I'm like, yes.
A very devious laugh.
A very very devious laugh.
Oh,
But
my.
It was kind of like that was her personality, though. And, I love her. I love her to death. And she just had that kind of like kind of a joking personality about her, but we really got along. And she wasn't trying to be wicked or devious to me, but just kind of like joking.
Okay.
So
Thank God
kind
for
of,
that.
Just kind of a good memory, and
Thank
then we
God.
saw a good movie. we made it. I made it hand intact to the
I
theater.
like the one. I like the guy that the last call. The guy that the mother-in-law couldn't get out of the car, the seat, just because she had her damn seatbelt on. She couldn't take the seatbelt off. That's classic. That's good stuff. Hope you plan on staying married to the woman of your dreams and be nice to the mother-in-law. Okay, don't tease her. 7:22. Let's go to the news desk. Here's Bonnie.
Thank you, Evan. An unmanned boat circled out of control on Friday in the St. Lucie River before smashing into two docks and going airborne. WPTV's Derek Lowe spoke with witnesses.
A renter here vacationing says that he saw the boat circling numerous times before it headed straight for this dock at nearly full speed.
So it just ran over one dock, hit another, and it's on the beach now.
In this video taken by the Martin County Sheriff's Office, you can see the unoccupied boat heading straight for the dock. The occupants told deputies that after being ejected, they had to duck several times to avoid the circling vessel. Don Hamilton says he's visiting Stewart from out of state and saw the boat hit the concrete dock at a high rate of speed.
It was quite loud, and as soon as it did hit and get up, and as the engine was coming across, I was worried about the prop coming off, and I kind of ducked at that moment.
The boat was towed away Friday night, and none of the 3 passengers that were ejected suffered any serious injuries. Reporting in Stewart, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office are investigating 2 separate shootings that occurred over the weekend in Port St. Lucie. WPTV's John Shaman has more.
The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office investigating 2 weekend shootings at neighboring businesses that injured at least 5 people. Overnight around 1:40 in the morning, deputies were called out to the Backroom Tavern on US 1. 3 people were taken for treatment by private vehicles. Investigators say a rap concert was wrapping up at the venue. The second incident was early Saturday about 2 a.m. outside Body Talk Sports Bar. 1 person taken by ambulance to the hospital, a second taken by private car. Now, investigators say the shootings don't appear related. If you have any information, contact Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers.
The Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers phone number is 1-800-273-8477. That's 1-800-273-TIPS. President Trump is back in Central Florida tonight, making good on a rally he had to cancel after being diagnosed with coronavirus. The president will fly into Orlando Sanford International Airport for a 90-minute event that starts at 7 tonight. Florida and its 29 electoral votes are a must-win for the president if he wants to win 4 more years in office. Not long after Air Force One leaves Florida, President Trump's Democratic rival will be coming to the Sunshine State. Former Vice President Joe Biden will be in South Florida campaigning in Pembroke Pines and Miramar. The campaign says he'll talk about his vision for older Americans, and he'll encourage people to make a plan to vote. And while Joe Biden returns to Florida, Senator Rick Scott says there's not a lot of excitement for his campaign.
There's no grassroots on the Democrat side. I don't see signs. I don't see anybody out campaigning. There's nobody out on the Joe Biden side. So I think Trump's going to have actually a really nice win in Florida.
Real Clear Politics polls give Biden an average 4-point lead in Florida, but Scott says those same polls predicted he'd lose his campaigns, and he says they were wrong 3 times. And lastly, Pabst Blue Ribbon has really branched out in the last 2 years. They added an 8% hard seltzer, a hard coffee drink, a non-alcoholic beer, an extra alcoholic beer, and an official PBR whiskey. And now this, Pabst just announced a new weed-infused seltzer where each can packs 5 milligrams of THC but no alcohol. It's called Pabst Blue Ribbon Original Cannabis-Infused Seltzer. A 4-pack will cost you $24, so $6 a can, and they're only selling them at dispensaries in California for now. The NFL has juggled its regular season schedule because of coronavirus outbreaks among the Tennessee Titans and New England Patriots organizations. 9 teams are being affected, some over a period of weeks through November 22nd. New England, Tennessee, the Denver Broncos, Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs, Miami Dolphins, the LA Chargers, the New York Jets, and Jacksonville Jaguars. Denver's game at New England, originally scheduled for Sunday and then moved to Monday night when the Patriots had more positive COVID-19 tests, now will be played next Sunday afternoon. News time at 7:26. Weather and traffic together next.
$7:28 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Columbus Day edition. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, nothing happening on our roadways right now, which is a good thing. So, if you got to get there by 8 o'clock, you should arrive on time. The roads are clear, Martin and St. Lucie County. And there's your latest look at traffic. It's 77 in Palm City and in Stirling, Scotland, 49 and cloudy. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Monday, my sunshine. Starting off the day in the mid-70s, patchy fog possible with a couple of spotty showers. This afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 80s, isolated storms through the afternoon, and scattered showers and storms this evening, clearing conditions around 8, 9 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, starting off the day in the upper 60s, highs tomorrow in the upper 80s with less humidity, mostly sunny skies and low rain chances. Drier air continuing to move through Thursday. We'll see mostly sunny skies with low rain chances, highs in the mid to upper 80s with less humidity. Friday, another front moves down the state, scattered showers and storms on Friday, drier conditions by the weekend. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
My experiments all seemed to be going out of whack, so I took a break for a tasty snack, when suddenly I heard Frankenstein say, "Holy crap, Igor just ate a Chinese bat.
He needs a mask,
He needs a monster mask
a monster mask.
to stop the viral attack."
He needs a mask,
Dracula was holding one back.
he needs a mask.
Yes, he needs a monster mask. From Transylvania to your very own home, from the local blood bank to the all-girls school, cover your fangs and try not to drool, or you could be just like Igor too.
He needs a mask,
He needs a monster mask
a monster mask.
to stop the viral attack.
He needs a mask,
Dracula was holding one back.
he needs a mask.
Yes, he needs a monster mask.
Yeah, I like that one. Monster Mask.
I think they did that one.
Monster Mask.
They did that one justice because that's like one of the all-time favorite Halloween songs that we hear every year, with the Monster Mash and all of the cool sound effects and the ghouls in there. And I think they did a pretty good job with the Monster Mask.
Okay.
I if I do say so myself. It's just like a Halloween favorite. Do you have any Halloween favorites that you would like to hear?
Thriller.
Okay. I do like to hear, like right around this time of year, it's really cool, Evan. I love to break out the Meatloaf album and hear Bat Out of Hell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bat Out of Hell. That's a good one.
It's just like a fall, October kind of music that I listen to.
Yeah, for sure. Hi, you're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who's this? Hold on. I got to put my phone on. There we go. Hi, you're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who's this?
Your wife.
Oh, hey, wife. What's up?
Not much.
Did you have a good time last night?
I had a very good time last night.
Good. No, let me preface by saying we're talking about dinner. We're not talking about extracurricular activities.
Oh, good gosh.
Or anything like that. No, we're just talking about dinner.
Oh, good gosh.
Yeah, we went to dinner last night. We were talking about that earlier. this
Happy
morning.
anniversary, Rachel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And everything just fell in my trunk. Lovely.
Oh, okay. Well, pull over and pick it all up if it fell.
I'll just have to be careful opening the back door.
Yeah, otherwise you'll have a monsoon of stuff. Did you get everything off the counter and take it all with you?
Pretty much all of it I think I got.
Oh, okay, good.
I think I may have left a bin on one of the things, but it was empty because I was trying to condense into other bins so I didn't have so much to take.
Right.
So.
Didn't you have some sort of a closet organizer or an organizer come and organize your office? And, maybe you
I had
can...
my daughter-in-law.
Yeah,
The
Delilah.
daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should hire her. I mean, it's something I could use once in a while. Need that.
I threw out 3 bags of trash. Just going through things, and I've got a whole pile that Evan's going to take to donate for me, and it's night and day in my office.
Now,
night and day.
is this the trash that maybe you weren't inclined to throw away in the first place, or where maybe Delilah had to prod you to do it?
No, some of it is, well, at first, because I tend to keep everything, but then as we were going through things, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to use this. Or,
yeah,
I really don't need this paper.
I can do that. Not about sentimental items, I guess, but there are clothes in my closet. Like, say, for instance, if I haven't worn a certain pair of jeans or a certain sweater, if that's not going to be my go-to for, like, I give it 2 or 3 months, that sweater or pair of jeans is going. It's just going out of my closet because I'm not going to fit into them. I'm not going to wear them anyway. They're just sitting there. So I can do it easier.
If I did that with my closet, I'd probably have no clothes.
Oh, wow. But you have mostly black in your closet, don't you?
I have a lot of, well, that was today at work because it's a teacher work day. We don't have to wear our uniform. So I was like, okay, what am I going to wear? And then I was like, no, I don't want to wear that. No, let's not. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, why is this so hard?
It is hard. And I bet you even had a hard time deciding when you went out to dinner last night.
Well, no, for dinner last night,
We matched.
Yeah.
Evan had bought me a dress when we were.
I didn't have. Now, Bonnie, keep in mind, I did not go into the store and buy the dress and hand pick it. Rachel picked it and I liked it, so I paid for it. That's what we mean by I bought the dress. That's like me going and buying a bra for her. So we had a conversation about that earlier this morning. Yeah.
So did Evan pick, or did you? Evan didn't pick out the dress. You picked out the dress.
Yes.
He purchased
I
it.
picked out the dress.
Yeah.
I just footed the bill.
Well, it was funny because the first one I picked up was black, and he was like, "No."
Oh.
Yeah, Rachel has a thing for wearing black all the
Yep.
time. She likes just to wear black stuff. That's just, and I'm like, no, we're not wearing black to anniversary.
So was the color a peachy pink that you wore? Like a
No, it was
maroon.
Maroon. It was a
Ooh.
maroon wine color.
Oh, how pretty!
And I had the maroon wine colored jacket that matched.
You know, you guys.
But I had a black, like sweater over it.
Yeah, she had to add a little bit of
Oh,
blackness to it.
Very classy, very classy. You guys are not the only couple that does that. Gary and I tend to
See?
do that when we go out too.
Matching
I love
tie,
the match.
matching tie as well.
Beautiful.
With matching pocket square and jacket. And unfortunately, I had my keys hanging out of my pocket.
Your dress and your jacket looks velvety. Is it like a velvety touch to it?
Yes.
Or yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
See,
that-
there's a little bit better picture.
Were you warm in that sort of
No,
attire
not at all.
last night?
It was
Yeah.
very nice. It was very comfortable.
I like it. It's very very holiday, very very October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't orange. That's October
Well, with the
for Halloween.
black and the dark red, and it looks very nice.
Leaves changing.
Yeah, leaves are changing. Everything's changing.
They're
The
not
world
cha-
is changing.
They're not changing here.
Changing here, but
I want to go up north where there's some real fall foliage, man. I haven't seen that in full bloom like forever. I think the last time I did, I was up north on a lake in like early October, late September. It was Weber Lake, and that lake was like crystal clear glass that
Mhm.
morning with the fall foliage in full bloom, and it mirrored on that lake so pretty.
All I know is that when Delilah was over yesterday and the room was done, Ashton walked in and he said,
Oh yeah, baby.
"Yeah, that's exactly what he said."
He liked the cleanliness,
That's
huh?
right.
Now he can go in and dirty it up, right?
That's
right,
right.
Grandma and
That's
Gramps?
right. He said,
Oh yeah, baby.
"That's right."
Well, it's funny because we had an empty crate, so some of the toys I have for him we put in the small crate.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
So they work in one area.
Yeah.
So
He has his own crate of toys.
They like organization too.
Comes to Grandma and Grandpa's house, he likes the toys.
Yeah.
Likes to play.
Yeah, and I bet he loves to dive in that swimming pool.
No. Oh no. We keep the child away from the swimming pool. He's only 3.
I mean, when you're supervising, does
I mean, he
swim yet
swims.
when
He swims with floaties and a floating
Yeah,
device.
Well, supervised.
yeah, but we don't let him dive in.
We are going to go swimming. I can't wait. We're going to be swimming on, I think, November 2nd. We'll be swimming. We're going to be swimming on a Monday morning while you and Phil are doing the morning show.
Oh, that's right. You're going to be on vacation.
Yeah, I'm going to be enjoying hot tub and a nice cool swim.
And where are you
and
guys going?
Near Daytona.
Oh,
is,
okay.
is where we're staying.
With our schedules, Rachel and our schedules, we don't get vacations because she's a school teacher.
Yeah.
But she works year round as a school teacher. So it's very hard for her to get time off. So we usually try to plan our vacations like in either July when we go on a cruise or around Christmas time because we have our big mecca holiday party. But unfortunately, no holiday party this year, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing. Instead, we're just going to get together with our extended family, the in-laws, and celebrate Denise's birthday.
Rachel, are you glad you're getting sort of a break from the big holiday party?
yes.
Yeah, I can.
Every year I stress over this holiday party.
She
Every
truly
year, without
does.
fail.
Yeah, I don't blame you because Evan told me you have a lot of people coming and prancing, not the reindeer either, but Prancer and Dancer and, Romancer, but a lot of people coming prancing through your home.
Yeah, I mean, we've done it 10 years in a row. So
Yeah, and I'm it's like I told my wife too. I'm kind of glad that we're taking a slight little break this year.
Yeah.
We're taking a little break from it this year because of COVID, but we'll resume back next year.
Mhm.
But that's not going to stop us from decorating the yard.
No.
No.
Oh, no, it can't.
Oh, it's going to be bigger and better. I think the yard display this year
Yeah.
is going to be the biggest it's ever been, right, Rachel?
possibly.
Yeah,
I've
'cause-
got to figure out where to place things. So.
Yeah, we have stuff in the garage that's all. We must have like 10 new blow-ups in the garage.
Wow.
We haven't even put out ever, in
Yeah.
addition to the 20-something blow-ups that we already have.
How pretty that's going to be.
You won't even be able to see any grass by
Like-
the time we're done.
Light up the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's between my yard and Maurice's across the street. Our two houses are the main attraction for the whole entire neighborhood.
Nice.
We actually got recognized by the city of Port St. Lucie last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you like in a top 10 sort of thing
Yeah.
or something?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, one year
Yeah.
we had, it was very strange. Our house made the news, and that Santa Claus was going to be at our house. And we had strangers walking in our house a couple of years ago.
Oh,
Don't
man.
have no idea. They just walked in, and Rachel and I looked at each other like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow. That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would feel really unnerved if I had strangers
Eh, it
walking
is
through
what it
my
is.
house.
It is what it is. Anyway, listen, dear, have a great day. We got to run because we have to do some stupid news. So have a wonderful day.
Okay, love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
And now it's time for Stupid News,
It's so stupid and awesome.
where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
Are you effing stupid?
Well, earlier this month, the cops in University Heights, Ohio, got a call at 4:25 in the morning about a drunk 27-year-old woman and a drunk 24-year-old woman fighting in the front yard of the house. Oh, and one of them was totally naked, by the way. We don't know the story of exactly how she wound up drunk, naked, and in a fight at about that hour, but the mind can one speculate.
She was naked but not afraid.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, the cops came and broke up the fight. And while they were there, they talked to a 27-year-old guy that was inside the house and found out he was wanted on felony warrants for kidnapping. So they arrested that guy, turned him over to the Cleveland police, and all thanks to the naked drunken brawl on the front lawn.
Mm-hmm.
So you get naked on the front lawn, and the guy inside goes to jail.
Yeah.
Go figure that one.
What can you say? I think you had the story on Friday too, Evan.
Did I?
Yep. I'm getting like deja vu.
No, it was another bunch of people naked.
It was another naked
Yeah, it was
story.
another naked
really?
story.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was another
A
naked
lot
story.
of naked
Yeah.
people in this world.
Lee County Sheriff's Office arrested Justin Garcia, 30, on a charge of aggravated battery. Deputies said he had an argument with another man over which type of milk was better, whole milk or almond milk. Whole or almond. The debate escalated into a fight. Deputies said that Garcia punched the other man in the face, chased him with a pocket knife, and then he cut him. The suspect, Justin Anthony Garcia, cried over spilt milk
Yeah.
because the victim wouldn't agree to the choice of which was superior.
Oh, people would just be fighting like over the darndest things lately.
Yeah, here's an interesting story. Cops in Summerfield, Florida, responded to a 911 call after a burglary last week, and the guy next door confronted them. He's a 39-year-old named Robert Hoskins, and he was only wearing a cross around his neck and a pair of gray boxer briefs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he
That's
was
wild.
he was arguing with the police. Then he threw his Bible at them.
Oh.
He hit the cop in the face, and Robert yelled, quote, "I condemn you. I condemn you." The police arrested him, and he admitted he broke into the house next door because God told him to.
God told him to do
God told
that.
him to do that. His wife said to the cops that he has a drug problem. Anyway, he's been charged with burglary, larceny, resisting arrest, battery on a law enforcement officer, and criminal mischief.
I don't think God would tell him to steal.
Hey, listen, that's what he said. That's what he told the
Yeah.
police. All right. Lastly, it seems that there's a Canadian couple that had their marriage annulled because of the husband was and always has been impotent. An impotent husband. That's why they had their marriage annulled. A British Columbia Supreme Court justice granted the annulment, sought by a British Columbia woman for religious reasons. The woman claimed because of her husband's condition, they were never able to consummate the marriage. The judge noted in her ruling that in past centuries, couples were forced to prove such a claim in front of a jury of medical professionals and others, but in this case, she accepted affidavits from the couple testifying to their trouble copulating. A family and estate lawyer who blogged about the case notes that the annulments, which render a marriage void as if it never happened, are so rare. I think people have this misconception that if you're married for only a quickie in Vegas, you can just get an annulment, she says. But in reality, it's far easier to get an uncontested divorce. Of course, we do have a delicate male ego in play here, as later the man said his problem was all his wife's fault, claiming he has sex all the time with his new girlfriend. However, the girlfriend did not testify in the case.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Here's one for you, Evan.
All right.
I don't know if this is stupid or not. I think it's kind of cute, but the new wellness trend is hugging cows.
Hugging cows.
Yeah, because people aren't getting the hugs that they used to during the pandemic.
Okay.
So if you need a hug, there's a Dutch practice called cow hugging, where people literally hug cows for hours.
Really?
And the BBC says, quote, the cow's warmer body temperature, slower heartbeat, and mammoth size can make hugging an incredibly soothing experience. So find the farm, see if they're doing it here, and go hug some cows today.
Okay. I'm not going to go out and search for a pasture that has cows.
Okay.
Get out of my car and go hug a cow. Because if I were to do that, my wife would think I'm completely insane and she would commit me. Yeah, she would commit me.
She just might do that.
I don't think anybody wants to hug a cow. I mean, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous because cows are like bulls and like steers, and they use those. And when a human being intrudes on a cow's personal space, they're going to charge at you, especially if they got horns.
I would only do it if I were under the shepherds and farmers' very close watch.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like in that safety measure.
Listen, Bonnie, if you want to go hug a cow, moo power to you. How's that?
And the ones that I see at the fair are, some of them are awfully cute, and some of them you just want to go up and give them a hug.
Yeah, well, you can go hug a cute cow as far as I'm concerned. I'm not hugging any cow anytime soon. It is 7:49. Let's go to the news desk. Here's Bonnie.
Thank you, Evan. An unmanned boat circled out of control Friday in the St. Lucie River before smashing into two docks and going airborne. WPTV's Derek Lowe spoke with witnesses.
A renter here vacationing says that he saw the boat circling numerous times before it headed straight for this dock at nearly full speed.
So it just ran over one dock, hit another, and it's on the beach now.
In this video, taken by the Martin County Sheriff's Office, you can see the unoccupied boat heading straight for the dock. The occupants told deputies that after being ejected, they had to duck several times to avoid the circling vessel. Don Hamilton says he's visiting Stewart from out of state and saw the boat hit the concrete dock at a high rate of speed.
It was quite loud, and as soon as it did hit and get up, and as the engine was coming across, I was worried about the prop coming off, and I kind of ducked at that moment.
The boat was towed away Friday night, and none of the three passengers that were ejected suffered any serious injuries. Reporting in Stewart, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Former Vice President Joe Biden will be in South Florida campaigning in Pembroke Pines and Miramar. The campaign says he'll talk about his vision for older Americans, and he'll encourage people to make a plan to vote. While Joe Biden returns to Florida, Senator Rick Scott says there's not a lot of excitement for his campaign.
There's no grassroots on the Democrat side. I don't see signs. I don't see anybody out campaigning. There's nobody out on the Joe Biden side. So I think Trump's going to have actually a really nice win in Florida.
Real Clear Politics polls give Biden an average 4-point lead in Florida, but Scott says those same polls predicted he'd lose his campaigns, and he says they were wrong 3 times. With the election less than a month away, Barry University's Dr. Sean Foreman says she can expect a contentious 4 days.
We can go back to Clarence Thomas, and we can think about more recently Brett Kavanaugh. And we can expect that Amy Coney Barrett will have a similar rough road
She's expected to be questioned about a wide range of topics from abortion to the Obamacare case still pending before the High Court. More than 20 Haitians are being kept out of the U.S. after the Coast Guard and Customs and Border Protection stopped a boat full of migrants. A 25-foot boat with 25 people on board was stopped Friday 10 miles east of Palm Beach. 2 Bahamian smuggling suspects were detained. And lastly, a data dump is skewing the latest coronavirus numbers in Florida. On Sunday, the state reported 5,570 new cases and 178 more fatalities. No numbers were released on Saturday. Last night, LeBron James and Anthony Davis led the LA Lakers to a Game 6 victory over the Miami Heat to finish the season's 4 games to 2. The final score was 106-93, and the Lakers were in control the whole way. This ends the Lakers' 10-year championship drought, although no one feels sorry for them. This is their 17th title, tying the Boston Celtics for the most. The Lakers' last championship came in 2010 when Kobe Bryant won his last of 5 titles in LA. Our news time is 7:52. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
$7:53 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, we do see an accident. It's on the turnpike to the south of us. It's Turnpike southbound Jupiter. This one's at Indiantown Road. Once again, it's southbound. We're not showing any roadblock at the moment from that accident. Other areas, the roads are clear. There's your latest look at traffic. In Port St. Lucie, we have 75. In Laredo, Texas, it's cloudy and 74 right now. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Monday, my sunshine. Starting off the day in the mid-70s, patchy fog possible with a couple of spotty showers. This afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 80s, isolated storms through the afternoon, and scattered showers and storms this evening, clearing conditions around 8, 9 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, starting off the day in the upper 60s, highs tomorrow in the upper 80s with less humidity, mostly sunny skies and low rain chances. Drier air continuing to move through Thursday. We'll see mostly sunny skies with low rain chances, highs in the mid to upper 80s with less humidity. Friday, another front moves down the state, scattered showers and storms on Friday, drier conditions by the weekend. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
It's coming up on 8 o'clock in the morning here at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next, and then the superintendent of Martin County Schools, Lori Gaylord's going to be talking about a plethora of information and giving out some gift certificates to Ellie's Downtown Deli. We have all the principals' names in a hat. We're going to draw 4 names out, and each principal that we draw out is going to get a $20 gift certificate. So we're looking forward to that. We'll speak with Lori here right after the news. Don't go anywhere.
Coming to you live from Seward, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the Get Up and Go Show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
8:07 on the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie. It's always a pleasure to have this young lady on the program with us. She is the superintendent of Martin County Schools. Lori Gaylord's on with us. And I'm going to miss her, man. Let me tell you.
I will miss Lori,
I've grown
too.
really close to her. I
Yeah.
feel like she's related to me.
And just learning about, the school issues each and
Yeah.
every Monday with Lori, and outstanding, how Martin County Schools, what are we into the 8th week of classes
Something
now?
like that. I don't know, but she's part of the morning show family. So,
Yeah.
if I ever need a fill-in, I can always call on her, and maybe she'll come in here at like 5:30 in the morning and hang out with me for a few hours and tolerate the silliness that we do.
Maybe during that week I'm off, she could come
Yeah, maybe
in,
we'll have her come in
for a
with
morning.
Phil, and she can meet our whole cast of characters too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good
Yeah,
morning.
that would be great. That would be
good-
great.
Good morning, Lori. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm fine, thank you.
It's always a
Hey,
pleasure.
I'm still happy to call in. I can tell you about how much the grass is growing and the leaves are blowing on the trees. How's that?
Wow, she's going to be enjoying retirement life. She's going
Yeah.
to watch paint dry on the wall.
Oh,
She's talking about the grass growing.
She'll be able to get up every single morning and exercise.
I know, and do
Won't
whatever.
phase her. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that would be good.
gonna
People
be
say, what are
great.
you going to do? And I said, you know what? I just want to have some time where I just sit and do nothing and maybe watch the grass grow and maybe the trees move in the breeze a little bit.
Jeez.
I think I'd like to have at least maybe a couple days of that.
Get a
There
little
you
bit of
go.
Netflix in there once in a while, maybe Hulu, whenever you want to do that action.
Well, that's a little activity. I just want to decompress for a little bit.
Yeah, you need to decompress, definitely, after being the superintendent of all the schools. Hey, Lori, let's talk a little bit about the 15 schools that were recently recognized for their work implementing the PBIS framework, if you would.
Sure. Well, this is something that we do every year, and Martin County School District has been following this for many years.
Mhm.
And this is the Positive Behavior Interventions and Support Framework.
Okay.
And these are strategies that are based on, it's actually based in science, so it's
Mhm.
behavioral and biomedical science that enhances students' quality of life and also reducing problem behavior. So
Okay.
it's really rewarding that positive behavior to reduce negative behavior. And it does work. I'll tell you, I've done it with my dog. It works with him. And I've seen it work with children. I've used it with children myself for many years. And so it's really rewarding those positive behaviors because children seek attention. And when they have positive behaviors and they get attention for that, they'll continue to seek that. So this is something that we're really proud of, that our schools follow this, and we
Mhm.
have 15 schools that are being recognized. We
Wow.
have 8 gold schools. I'll just rattle them off quickly.
Sure.
But just a shout out to Citrus Grove Elementary, Crystal Lake Elementary, David Anderson Middle School, Jensen Beach High School, Palm City Elementary, Port Salerno Elementary, Riverbend Academy, and Stewart Middle School. And those are all the gold schools for the positive behavior that we call it the PBIS.
Nice.
And so then we have 7 bronze schools, which are Bessie Creek Elementary, Hidden Oaks Middle, Indiantown Middle, J.D. Parker Elementary, Martin County High School, Pinewood Elementary, and Warfield Elementary Schools. And so anybody that wants to find out more about the positive behavior interventions and support model program, go to the www.flpbis.org, and they can find out all the information that they need to know. But thank you to all of our schools for following PBIS and rewarding students for good behavior.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Congratulations, definitely. Hey, let's talk a little bit about Zoom has updated some features for, I guess, the virtual learning, correct?
Absolutely, and we're happy, and I'm sure that Zoom has, beginning of last March, Zoom probably really ramped it up, and they're looking to probably make some improvements as we traverse through this situation with all schools really using Zoom, and Zoom has been something that has been a go-to meeting for many of us, and I think that Zoom will be here to stay for a long time. So, but yes, moving to an upgraded package, hopefully to be completed by mid to late October. all students will be expected to have their device cameras turned on while participating in the classes each and every day. That is the expectation today, to have your camera turned on for your attendance. But there are some students that they're still having device issues out there with their camera settings. We do have the opportunity for the students to bring their devices to the technology department for tech support. And that is happening right now at our district office at 1939 Southeast Federal Highway. That's in Stuart, right off US 1 there. Just come in the drive and follow the directions. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Thursdays, 4 to 7 p.m. October 8th, 15th, and 22nd on those Thursdays. Also, that tech support for your devices, camera settings will be at Indiantown Middle School at 16303 Southwest Farm Road in Indiantown. That's also Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then those Thursdays, October 8th, 15th, and 22nd from 4 to 7 p.m. So students, please get your cameras fixed on your devices so that we can see your smiling face in school every day.
Sounds fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about the district projects that are coming up as well.
Well, you know that we have the half-cent sales tax has been out there, and that has helped to fund many things that are in our district capital needs. And matter of fact, it's our 2 replacement schools for Jensen Beach Elementary and Palm City Elementary, but also some of the things around the district that we've not been able to do. So as you drive around and you see the signs at the schools, you'll see our signs that have been proudly displayed as a thank you to our community, to say thank you for funding these projects with our dollars, our district. And, you know, at each of the schools, there's different things. I know that there's a fencing, and there's security upgrades, and there's all kinds of things that are being funded out there with those, our dollars, our districts. But the 2 big things are those replacement schools for Jensen Beach and Palm City Elementary.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Of course, you know, with COVID going on and everything, now, of course, it's flu season, and there's a drive-through for flu vaccines for the students. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. Well, they're predicting an active flu season, and so really encouraging everyone to get a flu shot. And, you know, I mean, people don't realize it, but they recommend it for children as well. So anyone that's over the age of 6 months and older can get a flu shot. And so you get a flu vaccine, and this year, Cleveland Clinic and the Visiting Nurses Association of Florida have partnered with us to partnered up to be able to give a vaccine, and they have an event coming up to all Martin County families. So if it will be at the fairgrounds, the Martin County Fairgrounds, on October 29th, and that is from 12:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. They have 200 flu vaccinations to be given out free. So, and along with a few tricks and treats, they say. So that's at the Martin County Fairgrounds, October 29th, 12:30 to 6. And then,
and it's free of charge, right?
Absolutely.
Love
free
it.
for those families. So show up early, get your flu shot, and be safe this season from the flu.
And it's free, so that's even better. So you don't have to pay anything at all. I think Walgreens is charging like $45 if you don't have insurance. So if you don't have insurance and you want to get a flu shot and inoculate and prevent the flu, then head on over to where Lori had said. Let's talk a little bit about Wear Orange Unity Day.
Well, Unity Day in the Martin County School District is a National Unity Day. It's Wednesday, October 21st. So families and students, employees are encouraged to wear orange on that day. And as part of the October's awareness activities for the National Bullying Prevention Month, Unity Day is an opportunity for schools and communities to stand united against bullying and together for kindness, acceptance, and inclusion. And so there's enough bullying that goes out there today, so let's stand up for bullies and wear orange. So that's on October 21st, Wednesday, October 21st.
Excellent. Lastly, I always like to save the best for last. It's Principals Month in Martin County.
Yes, it is. It's National Principals Month, and I think we have some exciting giveaways, right?
Yeah, we're going to, Bonnie has the hat over there that has all the little pieces of paper in it. So Bonnie, what I'd like you to do is we're going to pick out at random. Okay, we're going to pick out 4 principals' names, and we're going to give each principal a $20 gift certificate to Ellie's Downtown Deli right here in Stuart.
We'll give it a little shake. We'll give it a fair shake, Lori.
Yep. Careful there, Bonnie.
Yep. And
put those 2 back in there.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah,
for
go
me
ahead. Pick
to
out
pick
number
out?
1. Pick out number 1.
Number 1.
Go ahead, read it.
Will be, shall be, Dr. Diane Memmer Novak from the Hope Sound Elementary School.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, wow.
Let me have
that's
that name.
great.
Yep.
Very good.
Diane Memmer Novak, Hope Sound Elementary.
I'm going to put that on here.
Are you writing it down?
I'm writing
too,
it
Lori?
right on the gift
I
certificate.
am writing it too. I'm
Okay.
writing it also.
Do you know this fair lady?
I do. I
Oh,
do.
nice.
Yeah, she's a great leader down there at Hope Sound Elementary School.
Okay.
That's in my neck of the woods, and so I'm happy for Diane. And I could probably even hand deliver that one to her.
Maybe I'll do the. Maybe you know what? We'll go together and we'll deliver it.
Oh, that'd be great.
Hey, maybe tomorrow we'll make the rounds. We'll go to 4 schools and deliver these things. That would be fun.
That would be really fun.
All right,
Okay,
we'll-
and
we'll
I
talk
do
about
want to
that.
give a shout out too to Ellie's Downtown Deli for this. For our principals. That's awesome.
Cool. All right, Bonnie, go ahead and give me number 2 if you would.
It's going to be Mr. Todd Morrow from Citrus Grove Elementary School.
Oh, I pass that school on my way home every day. You think it's a college campus?
Oh, that's a beautiful campus. Yeah, that's our newest elementary school. And just think, we're going to have 2 brand new elementary schools too. So that'll be awesome. So, Mr. Morrow, he'll be happy about that. That's awesome at Citrus Grove Elementary.
Very nice. All right, so let's see. We have Dr. Diane Memmer Novak, and that is from, let me see here. This is live
Hope
radio,
Sound
folks.
Elementary.
Hope Sound Elementary. Let me write that on here. Hope Sound live radio, folks. So sorry about this. And the next one is from Citrus Grove.
And
All right,
Ellie's
Bonnie.
Deli is going to be, they're going to be enjoying some delectables, some very good food. And indeed.
All right, go ahead, Bonnie. Next
and
one.
Number 3 is Mr. Al Fabrizio from the Martin County High School.
Hey, we got a high school in there.
Al Fabrizio.
Oh, that's great. Al Fabrizio, Mr. Fabrizio, he'll be really happy about that. He's the leader over there at Martin County High School.
Awesome.
We thank him for all his work.
All right, Bonnie, if you'll do the last one.
Okay, let me give it one last
Give it one last good shake.
fair shake and a good shake.
Okay.
And here we go. Not a handshake because of COVID, but maybe with a glove on. And Ms. Deborah Riley from Felix A. Williams Elementary School wins.
Well, that's great. You know what? You've covered all ends of the county. That was a great job. You
That's
got
great
Hope Sound,
draw
you got
there,
Jensen,
Bonnie.
yeah, that was really awesome.
That's cool then. That's amazing.
Yeah, you did a good job on that.
Congratulations for all of these fine folks in education. And going to be eating some great food. They got to try their hot bowl of soup because Mark, makes the flavors 2 delicious bowls of soup daily. And it's always a different flavor of soup. You could have tomato bisque one day. You could have maybe a beer and cheddar cheese soup the next day, some French onion soup. He's always making the different flavors, and it's always fresh made every morning at Ellie's
that's-
Deli.
Well, we really appreciate it. We really appreciate the opportunity to have our principals have a nice treat for them, in the week. So that's great.
And also, extra added bonus on behalf of Bonnie and myself, we want to give you a $20 gift certificate just as a little thank you for all that you've done for the schools as the superintendent. So we'd like to buy you lunch, and we want to give you $20 gift certificate as well.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice. That's really sweet. Well, maybe one of these days we could actually have lunch in person.
That'd
How
be
would
great.
That be?
We could still
Wouldn't
do
that
that
be
because people are together now. They're socializing. The restaurants are open, so we could definitely do that. We will definitely set that up. But let me know tomorrow, or just shoot me a text a little later on today, or an email or whatever, and let me know if tomorrow works for you around 11:15, 11:30, and then I'll come by and bring these by personally. And I'll get that tour that we're talking about, and then I can officially sit at your desk for 5 minutes and get a picture.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good.
And I'll make sure and have my mask on though.
Okay, all right, good. All right, well, you guys have a great day.
We will. We will.
And,
And thank
I'll
you.
get your text later. Thank you.
No,
And
no
congratulations
problem.
to all our principals.
Yeah, definitely. Congratulations to all the winning principals, and we'll get you guys your certificates. And always a pleasure to have the superintendent of the Martin County School System, Lori Gaylord, on the program. Lori, thank you
Very
so much
nice.
for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Talk to you
I'll
soon.
talk to you
Bye-bye
later.
now.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. That was cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We're going to feed some people.
The principals are going to
Yeah.
be eating.
Yes. They're going to be having a good old time.
And Chef Mark, I'm sure, will have a fun time meeting them
Yes,
too.
for sure.
Yeah.
It is 8:22. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie is standing by this morning. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office are investigating two separate shootings that occurred over the weekend in Port St. Lucie. WPTV's John Shaman has more.
The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office investigating two weekend shootings at neighboring businesses that injured at least 5 people. Overnight around 1:40 in the morning, deputies were called out to the Backroom Tavern on US 1. 3 people were taken for treatment by private vehicles. Investigators say a rap concert was wrapping up at the venue. The second incident was early Saturday about 2 a.m. outside Body Talk Sports Bar. 1 person taken by ambulance to the hospital, a second taken by private car. Now, investigators say the shootings don't appear related. If you have any information, contact Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers.
And the Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers phone number is 1-800-273-8477. That's 1-800-273-TIPS. Flooding became an issue for many across the Treasure Coast this past weekend. WPTV's Derek Lowe has details.
In the Hope Heights neighborhood, water is still being pumped out from recent rains. This comes as the Treasure Coast prepares for more storms this weekend. Martin County officials say they are doing their best to clean debris and manage pump stations to allow for more flood control ahead of potential storms. In the Hope Heights neighborhood, residents say they're taking it upon themselves to shield their homes.
I have sandbags ready. We're ready because I know what I went through the first time. We almost had it up the water up to the door last time. This time, I don't know.
And Cram says that the water from the flooded septic tanks has started to settle in his front yard and that he wants the county to test it for toxicity. Reporting in Hope Sound, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
President Trump is back in Central Florida tonight, making good on a rally he had to cancel after being diagnosed with the coronavirus. The president will fly into Orlando Sanford International Airport for a 90-minute event that starts at 7 tonight. Florida and its 29 electoral votes are a must-win for the president if he wants to win 4 more years in office. No trick, and there will be no treat for rocket fans along the Space Coast this Halloween. The first operational crewed mission of a Dragon capsule is being pushed back a couple of weeks. Dollar General just announced they're opening a new line of stores called Pop Shelf, which will be targeted at higher-end shoppers. The stores will sell stuff for around $5. The first 2 are opening in the Nashville, Tennessee area soon, and they're going to open another 30 around the country by the end of next year. And lastly, Disney is turning Space Mountain into a movie. There's no word on the plot yet, but it'll be a family adventure. It's still in the early stages, so by the time it's actually done, they'll probably be able to give it a theatrical release. Now, the last time the Cleveland Browns won 4 of their first 5 games to start a season, Bill Belichick was their head coach. Current coach Kevin Stefanski hadn't even entered high school. With Sunday's 32-23 victory over the Indianapolis Colts, Cleveland moved to 4-1 for the first time since 1994. Very excited for them. And a couple of other NFL wins. We had Carolina taking a win. Can you believe Las Vegas beat Kansas City, giving Kansas City Chiefs their first loss? Miami beat San Francisco in San Francisco. And Dallas, they take a win yesterday over the New York Giants. News time is 8:26. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
8:27 on the Get Up and Go show. It's the Columbus Day edition with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, we're seeing an accident. This one is to the south of us. It's on the Turnpike, and it's heading southbound at Indiantown Road in Jupiter. But there's not a traffic slowdown down that way, so you should be good if you're traveling that direction. Other areas throughout Martin County and St. Lucie County, the road's looking good right now. There's your latest look at traffic. Partly cloudy at 76 in Stewart. It's a clear sky in St. Andrews, Canada, a chilly 31. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Monday, my sunshine. Starting off the day in the mid-70s, patchy fog possible with a couple of spotty showers. This afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 80s, isolated storms through the afternoon, and scattered showers and storms this evening, clearing conditions around 8, 9 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, starting off the day in the upper 60s, highs tomorrow in the upper 80s with less humidity, mostly sunny skies and low rain chances. Drier air continuing to move through Thursday. We'll see mostly sunny skies with low rain chances, highs in the mid to upper 80s with less humidity.
The Get Up and Go Show would love to hear from you, live on the air. Give them a call at any time. Now let's get back to the program. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
8:31 the time right now on the Get Up and Go show. It's time for our space report. That's right. The one and only space report with the one and only Mr. Randy Siegel. Good morning, Randy. How are you?
Good morning, sir. If you're from Canada, happy Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, okay. Didn't know about that one.
Yep. And Columbus Day here.
Oh, well, I know it's Columbus Day.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
now you know something new also.
All righty.
1964. That's when the then Soviet Union launched the Vostok 1 spacecraft. That was a manned spacecraft that carried 3 cosmonauts into orbit. What's interesting is that the Russians, at that time the Soviet, decided that they would fly this vehicle without the astronauts wearing spacesuits. so they could squeeze in an extra passenger, thus being the first country to ever have 3 astronauts go into space at one time. What makes this flight also rather interesting is the fact that they changed crews just 3 days before launch. The original crew was Boris Yolanov, Michael Cates, and Boris Yegorov, and they were removed 3 days before flight. They were replaced by Vladimir Kumarov, Konstantin Fyodorov, and Boris Yegorov. So Russia does change crews when they feel it's necessary. In 2008, we had the launch of Expedition 18 to the International Space Station with 2 crew members on board that launched Mike Fink and Yuri Lonchakov. With them was Sandy Magnus, and they had a great expedition on the International Space Station. Speaking about that space station, a lot has been going on the station, to say the least. And we're going to start off by saying that the doctors are keeping the crews healthy on board and making sure that they are doing the exercises that they need and also checking each other out. Anatoly Ivanushin and Ivan Wagner explored ways to reverse the loss of bone mass that occurs during long-term spaceflight. The Russian duo worked throughout the day setting up hardware and logging meals and drinks to monitor and understand the mechanism of bone loss caused by weightlessness. The 2 cosmonauts are also gearing up for their return to Earth with Chris Cassidy, less than 2 weeks away. They've been gathering station hardware, personal items that'll soon be stowed into their Soyuz MS-16 spacecraft, when on the 21st they will parachute back to Earth. When the next crew goes up to the space station, they will do it rather quickly. They're going to use the new, shorter scheme to get to the International Space Station. Instead of taking 2 days to get there, they'll only take 3 hours. This is because Russia would like to preserve the fuel on board the spacecraft for further use in orbit. And they've done this, or tried to do it before, but they were unsuccessful because the launch was not carried out on time. The vehicle, the Soyuz 2.1A, has been completed and has been moved to its launch pad at the Baikonur Cosmodrome ahead of the launch to take place. But we're also seeing that pesky air leak on the International Space Station in the Zvezda module, that's the Russian main module, that they still have been unable to find. They're doing everything they can, including using some special tape to try to locate this particular leak. So far, there is no danger to the astronauts on board, but they certainly would like to find out where the leak is coming from and plug the hole. They're using special tape to try to do this as far as location goes, but thus far it has proven to be rather elusive. Also, and something you don't want to have happen, there was a broken toilet on board the International Space Station, also in the Zvezda module. But they used the toilet in the U.S. module, and they were able to fix the one in the Zvezda module. So the hope is they'll get this taken care of quickly. China has launched a new GoFan 13 Earth observation satellite. It's on its way into geostationary orbit following its launch on a Long March 3B rocket. Thus far, everything seems to be going well with this particular craft. It is an Earth observation spacecraft that has a resolution of 13 inches. So we wish good luck. The launch of NASA's SpaceX Crew 1 flight that had been targeted for the end of this month has now been rescheduled for no sooner than early to mid-November. And the reason for that is that a Falcon 9 first stage engine gas generator had a problem when they had to abort a flight of a Starlink mission. As a result of that, the decision was made to stand down a little bit further till they understand the problem that took place with the Falcon rocket. They want to make sure that there'll be no danger to the crew when they are launched to the space station. When they get to the space station, Kate Rubins, Sergei Rusakov, and Sergei Kudsavashkov will be waiting for them. But they'll have to wait just a little bit longer as NASA and SpaceX gets a good handle on that particular problem. The problem appears to be in an unexpected pressure rise in a turbomachinery gas generator, according to Elon Musk, SpaceX founder and CEO. He says that they will take the engines apart if they have to, but they'll make sure that everything is fine before any astronauts are committed to flying on their vehicle. Russia has also postponed a couple of launches. One of them is the next Progress vehicle to go to the International Space Station. That cargo ship, MS-16, was to carry Christmas gifts for the astronauts on board. But that's been delayed into next year, as has a new meteorological satellite, Arctica M. They want additional checks to take place on the carrier rocket before they allow it to go into space. Tomorrow, we're going to tell you about possible exposure of astronauts to COVID-19 and what the backup crew is doing going to the space station. So until tomorrow, have a great day, everybody.
That's Randy Siegel with a Space Report. He's on the program each and every weekday at 8:30, giving us the latest and greatest about what's happening in outer space. And speaking of latest and greatest, it's time to head on over to Ellie's Downtown Deli, where we have the latest and greatest to soothe your appetite, right, Bonnie?
That's right, Evan. And always so fresh, like their fresh jumbo wraps that they serve. Get your buffalo chicken wrap ordered. It's oven roasted chicken tossed in buffalo sauce with ranch or blue cheese, cheddar, tomatoes, and lettuce. And your choice of a wrap, too. You can have the tomato basil. If you like the spinach wrap, you can get that. Garlic herb. We mentioned earlier, too, with Miss Lori that Chef Mark makes fresh bowls of soup daily. And on this Monday morning, he's preparing soup for you right now. So if you're working in the Stewart area, call Ellie's Deli and Mark can deliver you the signature sandwiches, fresh jumbo wraps, hot bowls of delicious soup, salads, what have you. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart now has their patio back open, plus they're at 50% dining inside with a full menu for pickup or delivery. Ellie's also has full dinners available for takeout, plus their fabulous desserts as well, like sweet Oreo pie. Call 772-781-6605 to order and pick up today. They're located 18 Southeast 6th Street, just off Colorado in Stewart. Call 772-781-6605. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart.
Man, that sweet Oreo pie sounds really good. I'm going to have to go down and get me some when I get out of here today.
Yes, creamy and delicious.
Definitely. Time for the Precious Metals Report, brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold opening up at $1,925.50 an ounce. Silver opening up $25.17 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report, brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. 8:41 news time. Let's go to the news desk. Here's Bonnie.
Thanks, Evan. Flooding became an issue for many across the Treasure Coast this past weekend. WPTV's Derek Lowe has the details.
In the Hope Heights neighborhood, water is still being pumped out from recent rains. This comes as the Treasure Coast prepares for more storms this weekend. Martin County officials say they are doing their best to clean debris and manage pump stations to allow for more flood control ahead of potential storms. In the Hope Heights neighborhood, residents say they're taking it upon themselves to shield their homes.
I have sandbags ready. We're ready because I know what I went through the first time. We almost had it up the water up to the door last time. This time, I don't know.
And Cram says that the water from the flooded septic tanks has started to settle in his front yard and that he wants the county to test it for toxicity. Reporting in Hope Sound, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV, News Channel 5.
An unmanned boat circled out of control Friday in the St. Lucie River before smashing into two docks and going airborne. WPTV's Derek Lowe spoke with witnesses.
The renter here vacationing says that he saw the boat circling numerous times before it headed straight for this dock at nearly full speed.
So it just ran over one dock, hit another, and it's on the beach now.
In this video taken by the Martin County Sheriff's Office, you can see the unoccupied boat heading straight for the dock. The occupants told deputies that after being ejected, they had to duck several times to avoid the circling vessel. Don Hamilton says he's visiting Stewart from out of state and saw the boat hit the concrete dock at a high rate of speed.
It was quite loud, and as soon as it did hit and get up, and as the engine was coming across, I was worried about the prop coming off, and I kind of ducked at that moment.
The boat was towed away Friday night, and none of the 3 passengers that were ejected suffered any serious injuries. Reporting in Stewart, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV, News Channel 5.
The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office are investigating 2 separate shootings that occurred over the weekend in Port St. Lucie. WPTV's John Shaman has more.
The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office investigating 2 weekend shootings at neighboring businesses that injured at least 5 people. Overnight around 1:40 in the morning, deputies were called out to the Backroom Tavern on US 1. 3 people were taken for treatment by private vehicles. Investigators say a rap concert was wrapping up at the venue. The second incident was early Saturday about 2 a.m. outside Body Talk Sports Bar. 1 person taken by ambulance to the hospital, a second taken by private car. Now, investigators say the shootings don't appear related. If you have any information, contact Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers.
And the Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers phone number is 1-800-273-8477. That's 1-800-273-TIPS. While Joe Biden returns to Florida, Senator Rick Scott says there's not a lot of excitement for his campaign.
There's no grassroots on the Democrat side. I don't see signs. I don't see anybody out campaigning. There's nobody out on the Joe Biden side. So I think Trump's going to have actually a really nice win in Florida.
Real Clear Politics polls give Biden an average 4-point lead in Florida, but Scott says those same polls predicted he'd lose his campaigns, and he says they were wrong 3 times. More than 20 Haitians are being kept out of the U.S. after the Coast Guard and Customs and Border Protection stopped a boat full of migrants. A 25-foot boat with 25 people on board was stopped Friday, 10 miles east of Palm Beach. 2 Bahamian smuggling suspects were detained. No trick, and there will be no treat for rocket fans along the Space Coast this Halloween. The first operational crewed mission of a Dragon capsule is being pushed back a couple of weeks. And lastly, Dollar General just announced they're opening a new line of stores called Pop Shelf, which will be targeted at higher-end shoppers. The stores will sell stuff for around $5. The first 2 are opening in the Nashville, Tennessee area soon, and they're going to open another 30 around the country by the end of next year. The Atlanta Braves get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Dodgers in Game 1 of the NLCS tonight. And Los Angeles Dodgers fans who can't get to Texas for the NL Championship Series can watch their team from their cars outside Dodger Stadium. The team is hosting viewing parties for the Best of 7 series against the Atlanta Braves that begins tonight at neutral site Globe Life Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tickets costing people $75 per car, and they went on sale Friday night. News time, it's 8:46. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
8:47 right now, the time on the Get Up and Go show. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
We're seeing one accident, and this is southbound on the Turnpike. It's down at Indiantown Road, Jupiter, and no roadblock from that traffic accident this morning. St. Lucie County, the roads are clear. Of course, just, look for the kids in the school buses and drive slow and safely. There's your latest look at traffic. It's 76 in Palm City and a partly sunny sky. And in Byron Bay, Australia, it's 65. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Monday, my sunshine. Starting off the day in the mid-70s, patchy fog possible with a couple of spotty showers. This afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 80s, isolated storms through the afternoon, and scattered showers and storms this evening, clearing conditions around 9 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, starting off the day in the upper 60s, highs tomorrow in the upper 80s with less humidity, mostly sunny skies and low rain chances. Drier air continuing to move through Thursday. We'll see mostly sunny skies with low rain chances, highs in the mid to upper 80s with less humidity. Friday, another front moves down the state, scattered showers and storms on Friday, drier conditions by the weekend. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Move over, Dayquil. Now there's something for 2020. It's YearQuil. Vicks Van Winkle Pharmaceuticals introduces the first sleep aid that knocks you out for months at a time. You'll hibernate through the rest of the year and wake up in 2021, ready to face whatever the hell is happening. But at least you won't have to be awake and deal with the coronavirus, the election, or anything else during this terrible time. YearQuil. And coming soon, DecadeQuil, so you can snooze and hopefully wake up in 10 years and get back to normal.
8:50 right now, the time on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. Let's go to the phones. Hi, you're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who's this?
Ba 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 boo.
Hey, it's Fredo. Good Monday morning. Happy Columbus Day, Fredo.
Yeah, man. Celebrate all Italians. Yeah, man.
Celebrating what?
Italians. That Columbus was an Italian.
Oh, okay. Did he make a lot of
Yeah,
pasta?
Yeah, I think he did, but who knows? But I love the Italian lady. Yeah, man.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I'm sure you
Hi,
do.
Bonnie.
Bonnie's got a little Italian in her.
Yeah, quite a bit. I'd say I'm about maybe a quarter to 2/3 Italian. Yes.
No wonder why you're attracted to her, Fredo.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so listen, today was supposed to be the big court hearing, and unfortunately, the courts are not open today.
That is correct.
Because it's Columbus Day.
Yes.
So you have a special, they've rescheduled the final hearing because the jury is out. The jury has returned a verdict, but because it's a holiday, they they can't do anything today. So tomorrow morning at 7:30, the verdict is going to be in.
That is correct. And I think we're going to have a big break in the case. Yeah, man. I can't discuss it on the air, but we will have a big break, and I will find that the old man from down the road is innocent. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
That's my prediction too, Fredo, that he's going to be completely innocent. But if he has to wait till the verdict to come out tomorrow, I bet he's just going to be totally rolling on edge all day and all night.
Well, yesterday would have been the perfect day for him to come out because it was National Coming Out Day.
Yeah, man.
You were supposed to come out.
I did. I came out at the restaurant.
Oh, that was your coming out.
That was my coming out at the restaurant.
And everything turned out okay.
And everything turned out fine. I came out at the restaurant.
We're glad
I
to
came
hear
out
it.
of my car at the restaurant. That was my big deal. I came out.
Still wearing a mask. I'm
Yes, I
sure.
wore a mask
Yeah.
into the restaurant. Then we
Yeah.
sat down. Fredo's been to that restaurant. I almost slipped and said the name of it. I don't want to mention the name of it, but Fredo's been there before.
Oh, yeah, man. I've been there. I took a lot of ladies there. They love that restaurant. Yeah,
It sits out by the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy is across the street there used to be a Panama Hattie's across the street, and that was the restaurant that I actually proposed to my wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I proposed to wife number 3 over there one time. Yeah.
Wife number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's what I'm on. I'm on wife number 3, but third time's a charm.
Well, I've been married like 4 or 5 times. I don't want to get into it right now, but that's what happened.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're just a little stud muffin.
When you bring the ladies out to those Italian restaurants, do you like grate their cheese? Do you like grind their cheddar, their Parmesan onto their spaghetti for them? And
Oh, I grind all sorts of things, Miss Bonnie. Yeah, man.
Hey, rumor has it, Fredo, you know how Lakeisha has been dating, Bentley on and off?
Yeah.
I just found out that Lakeisha has a sister.
Oh, really?
Yes, her name is Bakisha. Bakisha with a B.
Oh,
yeah.
very nice.
Lakeisha.
Yeah, Bakisha. So now we have Lakeisha and Bakisha.
Now, Lakeisha's a hot babe, so, is this one like an ugly chick, or is this a hot babe, too?
No. Well,
No.
it's see, here's the thing.
there are no ugly chicks.
Let me explain this to you. Her sister is like her half sister because there was a divorce and a marriage, and her birth father remarried a very lovely lady from China.
Did the divorce come before the marriage?
So I don't know, Bonnie. I'm not sure. So after that happened, then they did the hibbity dibbity, and then he got right. The dad,
Hibbity-dibbity.
Lakeisha's dad, met a lady from China on a business trip, and they got together and they got married, and that's how Bakisha was born.
Okay.
So
Wow. Lakeisha's never talked about that. And I hung around Bentley and her all the time.
Yeah, so hopefully maybe we can get Bakisha to call into the program, and we can have a conversation with Bakisha.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
If she's anything like Lakeisha, she's very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lakeisha's a pretty cool chick.
Kind of classy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, very, very classy.
From what I
Hey,
gather.
Fredo, how was your weekend? What did you do this weekend?
Oh, I did all sorts of things. I have a new inflatable company now. I have inflatables.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
man. Yeah.
Like-
Fredo's inflatables.
Inflatables,
That's
like
it.
if you go tubing down the river, those kind of inflatables.
Well, I got that. I've got like the bounce houses, and then we got inflatable women too, but that's a whole nother story.
No, we don't want to go there. We're not
Yeah.
talking about that.
Okay. but I
Okay, we
do
have to
the
keep it
inflatables.
PG.
Yeah, we got the slides, we got the bounce houses.
Okay.
I got one that looks like Titanic. Yeah, man, it looks like it's sinking.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Really cool. You
Okay.
can Right down the deck, right into the water.
Neat.
Can you stand on the bow of the boat and put your arms out like they did on Titanic and recreate that scene again?
If you pay me enough money, I can do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can make that happen. Absolutely.
Okay.
He's like Genie. He can make magic happen.
Yeah,
when
all
you
he's got to do is cross his arms and blink,
show the green.
and that's it.
Yeah, man. That's it right there. So yeah, I did my inflatables, and then that was about it. And then we had a big smoke out yesterday. Yeah, man.
A smoke out? What's a smoke
Yeah.
out?
I smoked a pig. Yeah,
You
man.
did?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
It was
take it you're
good.
not done partying. I thought you had enough party, and I thought you got the party out of your system 2 weeks ago, Fredo.
I'm always partying, Bonnie. Yeah, absolutely.
All
I'm
right.
still upset with you, Miss Bonnie. You didn't come to my party yet.
Well, we'll just have to, make a note of it. Actually, Fredo, I did not get an invite. I did not get a written
Oh, boy.
invitation last time.
I invited you over the phone, and I got recordings of it.
Well,
yeah, man.
I'm a proper girl, and I like a personal invite on a sheet of paper.
Wow.
Oh,
I guess she just put you in your place.
Wow. Yeah, that's right.
Jeez.
That's funny. Yeah, man.
Fredo, I
being
want to see.
harsh
If,
for a
I want
Monday.
to see if you can write.
He can write.
Oh, I can write.
He writes many
I'll
love
send
letters.
you a poem. Yeah, man.
Can you think of a poem right off the top of your head for Bonnie that you'd like
Off
to
the
recite
top
to
of my
her?
head.
Yeah.
All right. Shout to the heart. You're to blame. You give love a bad name. Yeah, man.
Wow, that's pretty original.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never heard of that one.
That kind of sounds a little familiar, lyrics of a song there. Did you happen to
Yeah.
steal the lyrics of a song for that poem?
Wait, say that again. What?
Did you steal the lyrics of a song for that poem?
I won't discuss anything that I did or did not do on the air. Yeah, man.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, that's a wrap for us. We got to say goodnight. So
You're-
say goodnight, Fredo.
Yeah, good night, guys. See
You
All right.
later.
We'll talk to you tomorrow
man.
morning, bright and early at 7:30 with the verdict. Okay.
Yeah.
Live from the courtroom.
That's it.
All right. Take care, buddy.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Well, there you go. We're going to have Fredo live on the phone with us tomorrow from the courtroom.
He is such a character.
I'm telling you, he is more than a character. Well, Bonnie, that's the Monday broadcast. We're done.
I know Mondays go by so quickly around here.
We're like yesterday's kitty litter. We're out of
so
here.
do the weeks. The weeks go by
Yeah.
very quickly.
All right. We say ciao, Maine.
Honduras.
And Arriva, dirty folks. Have a great day, and always be kind and be loving to one another. Please do.
Maybe hug your dog or kitty, or maybe if you want, hug a cow today too.
Go find a cow. All right. I can. Never mind. I won't go there. Anyway, we're WSU Stewart. We're Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. Don't you dare go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. More great radio on the way after the news.